Welcome back, race fans. We are here with the North NASCAR Cup Series at everybody's favorite track, Pocono, the Tricky Triangle. I do have Joseph in the booth with me here. So, Joseph, good to have you back this week, brother.
It's good to be back here, Rudy. And yes, we are ready to go here at the Tricky Triangle in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. It's going to be a really fun race, I feel. And what's really going to be fun to watch is people staying close together in this package in the draft here. We're going to see a lot of these guys snake through the front stretch and the back stretch a lot. So I feel like we're in for a good show, 65 laps. And Rudy, here's the thing. I don't know why we're racing at 7 in the morning. Had to get up really early for this one. But I had to have a couple cups of coffee. But I'm ready to go for this one.
Yeah, it's a long trip there from California over to Pocono, Pennsylvania. That is. How was the flight?
For that flight, just to make it out here, I had to take an overnight, one of those red-eye flights. Man, it was stressful. I had 2 Bang energy drinks and a couple of Starbucks drinks, and now I'm pumped for this race.
Oh my gosh, you're going to be wired. All right,
yeah.
Well, folks, tune in later tonight here for the Extreme Motorsports 99 Truck Series. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for the Laura Cup Series. That is the last round of 8. And then next week will be the season finale. So you got to tune in tomorrow night for that to see who's going to be the 4 that will move on to next week for the championship. And the SARG Truck Series. All right, take a look at the weather and the analytics here real quick. 65 laps we're doing. That's 162.5 miles. Tire window about... Well, I put 55 to 70, but that may be off a little because these guys they're going to really be grinding up these tires. Fuel window about 35 to 45 laps, and I think 35 is going to be more toward about where they're going to hit, and 60 mile an hour down pit road. All right, let's look at the points here. Daniel Falkingham still has a commanding lead there with 255 points, but Zoltan knocking on the door. Is Zoltan even here tonight? Yeah, he's here. Okay, got him. All right. So he's only 8 points behind. Daniel retook the lead last week. So John Barry in 3rd place there, 26 points back. Femi Ladd in 4th, 48 back, tied with Sean Williams. Jared Darling in 6th, 49 back. Terrell Baker in 7th, 57 behind. Tommy Gossett in 8th, 61 points behind. Tom Mercier 9th, 66 points behind. And Malad Radman in 10th. 73 points behind the leader, Daniel Falkingham. Joseph?
Tony Hillbrands will sit 11th in the points, 78 back, with Jason Jacoby 12th in points, 79 back. Same with Scott Schuler, 79 points back in 13th. Ken Henry is 14th in points, 81 back. And then you got Cody Miller back 15th in points, 99 back. Spencer Owens is 16th in points, 107 back. 17th in points is Bobby Cheney, 108 points back. Matt Homo was 18th in points, 115 points behind. Lucas Smith, 19th in points, 130 back. And Scott Ramler, who finished 2nd last week at Martinsville, moved up the most spots in the points. He went from 28th to 20th in points. He is 134 points behind.
Very good. Very good. All right. Yes, Malad Radman is in the race. There, somebody was asking about. He is in the race. Yes. So I think a lot of the, I think pretty much everybody that's in the points right now is in here, except for Cody Miller. I do not see Cody Miller.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that doesn't mean he won't be along, but he may be along here in a little while. I don't know. Last week he was pretty hammered up. Oh my gosh! But he ran good. Ran good.
Yeah,
Maybe he needs to do that every week. Get all drunked up before the race.
Yep.
Yeah, because he ran really good. Well, thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it very much. Don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time here. Give us a thumbs up on the video and check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com for our full broadcast schedule. And if you want to have a league broadcasted, there is a place there on the website where you can give us a shout there. And if we have an opening, we would definitely put you in there. And check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Go there and give us a like. We always put latest race news up there. So, well, Joseph, we were talking about, I don't know, is this the new Pocono?
To be honest with you, I have no idea. All I know is that it's Pocono Raceway. I would assume it's the new Pocono because of the backstretch being so small. There's like no grass on the back straightaway over there, so I would assume it's the new one. But like I said, heck if I know.
I think it is.
All I know is that it's a triangle.
Yeah, I think it is because it doesn't have the cracks in it and stuff like the old one did. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. 65 laps here and 3 green-white checkers. Oh, man. John, it was 80 laps, and John cut it down to 65 just because we're going to have 3 green-white checkers. And,
if we have 3 green-white checkers.
Yeah, if we have them. Yeah, you got that right. Well, Keaton Jones at the top of the leaderboard right now. Femi Olat second.
Yep. And I'll tell you what, we got some interesting tracks coming up on the schedule. You got Pocono tonight, you got Canadian Tire next week, road course, and then in 2 weeks you got the Talladega Duels, which I'm really looking forward to. Yeah. And then Vegas and Richmond to finish up the next 5 races.
Awesome. All right, well, folks, we're going to step away and play the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying.
Twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so busking in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the Spangled
All right, welcome back there, folks. And they're just getting ready for qualifying now, just getting started. Nobody's turned in a time yet.
Takes a little while to get around this racetrack, for sure. I mean, qualifying just got started. All I know is that Keith Jones did get the fastest lap in practice, but now we shall see what qualifying is going to be like. Yeah, so we got a good amount of drivers in here tonight. I mean, it's a good field, so should be some good racing.
And I see Cody Miller did make it. Good.
Well,
well, because we always kind of look forward to his interview, you know.
Oh, yeah, and I guarantee you he's got more to say.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hopefully we see a lap get turned in. Keaton Jones is about to come off turn number 3 to complete his first lap of qualifying. We'll see if anybody's going to do a one and done or 2 laps around. And here we go. We're about to have some times now. Scott Ramler up to the top. Yep, Scott Ramler right now to the top. No,
Yeah.
Marcus Richardson now to the top.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good to see Marcus. Great.
Looks like Keaton Jones is going for a 2-lapper here. Some of these drivers are probably going to go for a 2-lapper. If they didn't feel comfortable about their first lap, they'll do a second lap. Daniel Falkingham now to the top.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's probably been a lot of practice going on out here. Of course, you know, if you talk to the guys, they'll probably say, oh, I never practiced one lap. Yeah, I disagree.
Wow, how about James Coulibaly? Second on the board. Well, never
yeah.
mind. Wow, Jason Jacoby and Taylor Fry just jumped in, but I was just about to say, that was a pretty good lap. Scott
Yeah,
Ramler now to the top. Keaton Jones now to the top.
It's
Marcus
still good
Richardson.
laps, though.
I tell you
Man.
what, it seems like the second laps are going better. I think that's why people are going for a second lap. How about Justin
Lisenby. Wow,
Lisenby
nice.
to the top. So yeah, definitely a lot of these drivers are getting better lap times in the second lap than they did on their first one.
Yeah, definitely. Nice.
And remember, for the viewers that doesn't know, is 3 bonus points if you win the poll.
That's right. That's
So-
right. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
Yep, that could definitely make a difference between making the playoffs or not. And here's the thing, we got, after tonight's race, we got basically 6 more races to go because, well, 5 different tracks because we got the Talladega Duels, and that's 2 races at one track. But
Right.
you got Pocono this week, a road course at Canadian Tire next week. Then you got 2 Talladega races, the Duels in 2 weeks. Then you got the mile and a half in Vegas, the short track in Richmond, and then Darlington to finish off the regular season. And then that's when we head to the playoffs. How about Taylor Fry second on the board? What a great qualifying time.
Where did that lap come from? Holy smoke. You probably
Okay.
even surprised him.
Okay, Mr. Pro backmarker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell you what, look at that. Zoltan Herzog, 14th. Oh, never mind. I spoke just a tad too soon. There he goes to the top.
Man.
Just a little too soon there.
What, does he want them bonus points for taking the pole or what? Huh?
Of course. Well, he's coming into this race 8 points back from Daniel Falkingham, so this would give him an extra 3 points right there. Could put him 5 points back for now.
I'll tell you, him and Daniel have been battling for that point lead off and on, back and forth all season long.
It's been a fun battle between those two, and it's just getting started too. And this is the what race is this? Hold on one second. This is the 8th race of the season, so we still got plenty more season left to go. And how about that? Zoltan Herzog to the pole.
No, that's pretty amazing. How about John Barry, 3rd in points? Isn't that something?
Yeah, not too bad
that's
right now.
Great. All right, well, that's going to end qualifying, so let's get down here and run down through the grid for you. Zoltan Herzog taking the pole with a 50.015. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Justin Lisenby, 2nd. Taylor Fry in row 2 here starting 3rd. Marcus Richardson, 4th. In row 3, Daniel Falkingham in 5th. Tom Mercier starting 6th. Row 4, Jason Jacoby in 7th. Nate Stewart, 8th. And in row 5, Tommy Gossett 9th, and Keaton Jones, that is your top 10. Joseph?
Malad Radman will start in the 11th spot with Scott Rambler in 12th. In row number 7, we got Scott Schuer 13th and Ariati 14th. Row number 8, we got Matt Homo 15th, James Coulibaly 16th. In row number 17, it's the last set of qualifiers in this field. Caden Henry 17th. Tony Hillbrands was the last person that put in a qualifying time. He will start 18th. And then you got Aaron Smith 19th, and Femi Ola will round up the top 20 in row number 10.
All right, row number 11, Bobby Chaney 21st, Spencer Owens 22nd. In row number 12, Cody Miller 23rd, Justin Gable 24th. Row 13, John Berry all the way back in 25th. But that's his calling card. That's what he likes to do. Earl Baker in 26th. Sean Williams starting 27th. And Elijah Gracia 28th. And Cody Lamas rounds out the field in 29th position, starting in row 15.
29 drivers to start tonight's field here at Pocono Raceway. We're just about to get rolling here. The engines are about to fire up. Zoltan Herzeg will start on the pole. He does come into this race second in points, 8 points behind. He is looking to increase that points lead by the end of tonight. And then you got Daniel Falkingham back in 5th. But I got to give a shout out to Taylor Fry. What a great qualifying position for him, starting 3rd. Yeah. And then you have some others in the top 10 I'd watch out for tonight as well. We got some fast drivers tonight.
And I'll tell you what, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be real exciting. I was never a big Pocono fan, but you know what? Since they brought out the new track here, I really like the races here now. Races seem to be, I don't know, a lot more competitive.
Oh, I have to agree.
No, in my opinion.
Well, these guys are just about half a lap away until we get the green flag here at Pocono Raceway on a early Sunday morning. It's 8:15 in the morning, as the simulator time says. So very up early in the morning, Rudy, you know. But hey, no matter what time of the day it is, we're ready for some racing no matter what. Well, how about if I get these guys going here tonight here at Pocono Raceway? At Pocono Raceway. Thank you guys in chat for tuning in to tonight's race. Hope you guys enjoy the race. It's going to be a good one. 65 laps here at the Tricky Triangle here at Pocono Raceway. Zoltan Herzeg will be your pole sitter, and he will lead the field to the green flag with Justin Lisenby up on the outside in second. Who is going to get around this Tricky Triangle in one piece, and who is going to not survive the Tricky Triangle tonight? We're going to probably see a lot of trouble tonight. So here we go, off of turn number 3. The pace car is off as the field gets ready to go here at the Tricky Triangle, and the green flag is in the air. We're underway here at Pocono Raceway. And breaking news early on, Rudy, Daniel Falkingham has dropped out.
What?
He's joining back right now, but he's got to join back really quick. But it looked like he lost connection right before the green flag. And trouble behind him. Malad Radman behind. Who else is involved? Matt Homo.
Oh, Ariati.
And Scott Rambler involved.
Yep.
And a couple other cars.
Tony Hillbrand's involved in that. Oh, man.
Tony Hillbrands and Ariati. Yeah, you mentioned that. So trouble already.
Let's take a look here. Turn 1, man.
Turn 1.
I'm on Malad here. Now, he already was going 3 wide. They're like 8 wide here going down the front stretch. Going into turn 1, looks like there was some. He just got loose and actually got into Tommy Gossett.
Into Tommy Gossett on the outside. And look at that. Scott Rambler tried to hit the brakes.
Yeah.
But he gets hit by Matt Homo behind it. Then up in front of him, Ariati got hit. Oh, yeah. And Femi Olat also got a piece of it. One of the fast runners here tonight. Man, already several drivers having trouble early on.
Yeah, Ariati and Tony Hillbrand's into the wall. Oh, my gosh. Well, Falkingham didn't miss a thing.
No, he did. And you know what? That's a big break for Daniel
Yes.
Falkingham as well, because he could have been at least. I know he's probably gonna be a lap down right now.
Couple,
This could have
yeah.
been. This could have been more. He could have been a few laps down had he not got back too soon, or had this stay green. Oh,
Yeah.
and here we go. We got some tempers flying right now, Rudy, with Malad Radman and Tommy Gossett.
Tommy didn't touch him.
Well, Rudy, I thought Martinsville was last week. I think we're still in Martinsville with these tempers already flying. But, yeah, you can obviously understand Malad Radman not too happy with Tommy Gossett right now.
Is it Martin's no?
Yeah.
No, yeah, Martin's no.
So we'll see how much damage Malad Radman has early on. But how about Femi Olat, too? Because he's going to be one of the top runners here. Hopefully he doesn't have too much damage at all either.
Pocosville.
Well, let's see how many drivers do come down pit road early on. I would assume Tommy Gossett, and of course some of the drivers that did have some damage is going to come down pit road right now. So not a lot of drivers. Of
Not
course,
a lot of them stayed out. Not a lot of them stayed out.
Yeah,
Six of them.
I mean, we basically only ran the core of a lap
Right.
before that wreck happened.
Yeah, the front six stay out, and the rest of them all come to pit road. And boy, Daniel really lucked out on that. He's going to probably get the way. Well, he will get the way by. Looks like Scott Rambler out now. What?
Yeah, Scott Rambler had some heavy damage to that car, so he's
man.
definitely going to be out of the race. And that's too bad because we thought he was going to be a top runner today as
yeah.
well.
Oh man. Well, it's a shame that had to happen. Right on. Yeah, well, coming out of turn one. Or going into turn one.
It's a shame for Malad Radman because we thought he could be one of the fast runners tonight as well. Let's see if we can get a word with him and ask what happened. Malad Radman, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah.
What happened over there in turn number one?
Tommy turned left.
Tommy turned left.
Okay.
Yep.
How bad is the car?
Oh, I'm done.
All right. Well, obviously we saw out there you were not happy with Tommy Gossett. Are we expecting a payback, or are you just gonna let this fly?
No, I'm not stupid. I'm not. It's just a video game. But yeah, he turned left. I mean, there's really nothing else to say about it.
All right. Well,
You're
Malad-
supposed to turn left, but not that much. Especially when we're all like, it's not hard to stay in your lane, and you can just see on the seam of the track, it just goes right across it. So.
All right, Malad. Well, I'm sorry about your run already tonight. I hate to see you out early because we thought you could be a contender tonight. So best of luck to you next week if you happen to be out there.
It's all good. Yeah, take care, guys.
Not happy,
Hey, well,
and rightfully so.
well, but that's not what we seen. But I'm not the admin.
Good. Well, you'll be looking at people's other screens as well. Could be different for them
Yeah.
as well. But
True.
we all know that who he's not happy with. That's for
Yep.
sure. Well, maybe since it takes a little while to get around this racetrack, maybe we can also get a word with Tommy Gossett, get his point of view.
Okay.
Tommy Gossett got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do.
What happened over there in turn number one? It seemed like Malad Radman is not too happy with you.
I wouldn't be happy with me either. I thought that Nate was closer on me, and I just weaved. Made me nervous, and I just weaved, and Malad was there, totally on me. I was actually trying to apologize to him when you pulled me up.
All right. Well, it doesn't look like anything is affecting your car. You barely didn't get any damage. But how are you going to approach this race today? Because it is called the Tricky Triangles, and you're going to be back here in 15th. So how do you approach getting up to the front?
Take my time, save my tires. Dirty air's. I hope dirty air plays a big part, and the other guys run their tires off, and the race goes longer, and I can just work my way through up there, saving my tires.
All right. Well, Tommy, best of luck to you for the rest of the race, and hopefully that'll be the only trouble you get tonight, because we know Martinsville was not good. So hopefully you can rebound tonight.
Hopefully.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
it looked like Tommy Gossett. He said he's taking 100% the blame, and it's a shame, and At least we know that he didn't do it on purpose. But
Right.
understandably, just tempers flying. And like I said, I thought we left Martinsville.
I know it.
Man, it takes a little while to get around this racetrack on the pace lap, so we're probably going to get the one-to-go signal here, and Zoltan Herzog is basically going to lead all these laps right now. Of course, he got that bonus point for leading the first lap under caution.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the only one that's led anything so far. All the lights are out now. We're going green next time, so...
By the way, Daniel Falkham is going to be 2 laps down right now. But hopefully, if the cautions fly, he could get back on the lead lap still early on. And he's lucky that this happened right at the start of the race, and he got back really quick because he could have been a few laps down. But thankfully, also this caution came out, or else he would have been a few laps down. So he's only 2 laps down. He'll get back into this, and he'll hopefully be a contender by the end.
Yeah, it's not something that you'd want to happen, you know, like with 10 to go, you know, because by the time you got back in, be a couple laps down, you're never going to make that back up. Thankfully, it was at the beginning of the race.
By the way, I got to give a shout out to my mom really quick. Hi, Mom. Love you.
Yeah, hi, Mom.
Don't want to forget that. That's
That's
priorities every week.
That's right. Got to have priorities. You don't get to do that tomorrow night.
No, I'll be hoping not to go into the catch fence tomorrow night as we're going to Talladega.
Oh, man.
That should be a good race, though. Hopefully some of you in chat tunes in for that race tomorrow night, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be the final race of the round of 8. And, Rudy, I'm only 1 point to the good going into that race, so a lot of pressure's on me to try and make the championship 4. But I'm not going to worry about that right now because we're about to go back green here, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Zoltan ready to light them on fire here, folks. Here we go. Pace car heads to pit road, and Zoltan hits the green flag, and green, green, green.
And hopefully we can make it a lap.
Yeah.
Oh, man, there was actually some contact back there with Kane
boy.
Henry and John Barry. It looked like there was a stack up in front of them, and those two make contact door to door. They do make it. They save it. We keep it straight. But here comes Justin Lisby right on the back bumper of Zoltan Herzog, and Taylor Fry there. Marcus Richardson up to the outside, Taylor Fry.
And Lisenby looking to that outside. I don't know if that's going to help. But now in the tunnel turn here, the inside's probably going to prevail on the tunnel turn. But now coming into turn 3, that could be a different story.
Side by side for the race lead. Zoltan Herzog on the bottom, Justin Lisby up high. They're about even going into turn number 3, and they're just about even all the way around the corner. Now coming off turn number 3, looks like Justin Lisby just barely gets around on the outside. Who's going to lead this lap? And that is going to be Lisby by 6 1/1000ths.
Man, unbelievable. But Zoltan, you know, he's not going to give up. And almost make contact.
And look at Marcus Richardson. He's going to take advantage of that. Zoltan had to get out
betcha.
of gas. Marcus Richardson now up outside, and he's going to give Justin Lisby the push to clear Zoltan Herzog. And now Lisby clears him for the lead.
Wow, man, you talk about some good racing early on, but they got them new tires. How about Jacoby coming into 4th after starting 7th?
Yeah, not too bad. He moved up a couple of spots since the drop of the green flag. He's up there in 4th right now. Taylor Fry drops back to 5th. We actually got a side-by-side battle back there with Tommy Gossett and Sean Williams for that 8th spot, but looks like Tommy Gossett is going to fall in behind Sean Williams for now.
Yes, sir. And John Barry now up to 11th after starting 25th. But here comes Femi Olat looking to the inside to take that position away, and he doors him. Oh, they made contact in the corner. That's something you don't want to do, Femi. You don't want to get into the league owner.
I tell you what, Taylor Fry had a moment there through turn number 1. He actually lost the position to Tom Mercier because he had the control of that car. But look at the top 4, nose to tail.
I know it. This is intense.
And here comes Jason Jacoby now underneath Zoltan Herzog. And, oh, man, we're almost some contact back there between Taylor Fry and Tom Mercier. And look at 3 other cars about to get into the picture right now. Here comes Justin Gable now to the inside of Tom Mercier.
Yeah, Gable running excellent here today. He's feeling it today.
Yeah, he started 23rd. He's up to 7th right now. Trying to go for Ashley into the top 5.
Well, good news, Joseph. Malad Radman's back out on the track.
Yeah, Malad Radman back out there on the racetrack, but he is 2 laps down right now. Definitely still some damage to that car, but we'll see if he could get it all repaired before this race over. But I'm not sure if he's going to be a contender for the win tonight. But look at this battle from 5th on back. This is really tight racing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is good stuff right here, man. These guys really putting on a show. Tommy Gossett and Tom Mercier almost making contact right there. Now Taylor Fry, the professional backmarker, is going to get back by Tom Mercier.
Yeah, and at the same time, it looks like Tommy Gossett is also trying to make the move on Tom Mercier. Not quite there. Tom Mercier now squeezes to the outside of Taylor Fry for that 7th spot. Oh, and we got the caution.
Uh-oh. That was Matt Hummel.
Somewhere in the back. Matt Hummel.
Yep. Well, let's go back and take a look at this.
And remember, Matt Hummel was involved in that first incident as well.
Well, he's battling side by side here with Daniel Falkingham. I don't know if them 2 made contact here. We're going to find out, though. Getting ready to go into turn 1. Falkingham on the inside. Oh, I think maybe.
Yeah. No.
No.
No,
he just gets into the wall.
Yeah, it looked like Matt Hummel just got tight through that corner. He went up the racetrack, got into the outside wall, and then it looked like...
Wow, Bobby Cheney ghosted through him. Yeah. But Bobby did get some damage on it, though. He got a lot of damage on that. Holy smokes. Wow, he got a lot of damage on that.
Yeah, he just got tight through the corner and just hit the outside wall. And, man, he hit that inside wall pretty hard, too.
Yes, he did. Yes.
And Bobby Cheney, yeah, you're right. He got lucked out of that one.
He kind of ghosted through it, but he got some damage on it, though. He lost his hood. At least that's what I'm seeing here. He lost his hood and got a little right front damage.
Apparently, from my understanding, Rudy, that Matt Hummel's throttle was hung.
Oh, boy.
So that's why he went up the racetrack. That's something you don't want here at Pocono Raceway either. Well, I know this is a sim, but we've seen that happen in real life, and man, there's some nasty crashes here.
Well, as we were back there watching that battle going on, Zoltan did retake the lead, but I think they're all coming to pit road now.
Oh, I would come on the pit road. So yeah, everybody's coming down pit road right now to get 4 fresh tires. And tire wear can go down pretty quickly here at Pocono, you know. So be watching out for those tires. It looked like a couple of drivers actually stayed out on the racetrack too.
Well, we do have a couple of guys laps down there, Falkingham and Malad Radman. So yeah, they'll have to stay out.
Oh,
but,
and
I think Spencer Owens did.
Terrell Baker actually just drove through pit lane. Oh, I'm sorry, that's James Coulibaly. All right, let's see if, yeah, so it looks like Elijah Gracia and looks like Femi Olat stayed out on the racetrack that time, but Zoltan Herzog is the first one off pit road, so 2 drivers stayed out.
No, Justin Lisenby beat him off pit road.
Oh, wow. All right, Lisenby.
Yeah, he actually went right on through Zoltan there coming off of pit road and beat him off of pit road. So good job by Justin. Well, who we got to talk to now?
I say we could talk to Elijah. We haven't talked to him in a while.
Go for it.
Elijah, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do, Joseph.
Well, you guys ran 10 laps so far. How's the track conditions? How's the car for you right now?
Pushes a lot in traffic, and it's very deadly at some points, so...
So you decided to stay out here. Why that strategy? You're going to be on old tires compared to the drivers behind you on new tires.
Well, I'm actually gonna pit. I was gonna try and lead a lap, but apparently Femi stayed out. I thought he pitted, so oh well. But yeah, I'm gonna pit here for tires.
Alrighty. Well, we'll let you go here since you're going to make the pit stop, but best of luck to you.
All right, thank you.
That's a guy that needs some luck this season right now is Elijah Gracia because he
Yes.
hasn't had the season he was looking forward to. He's only 22nd in the points. So he needs a good run tonight.
But Elijah, he led a lap though, so he's got a bonus point. I don't know how the heck to do that.
And look at that, Cody Miller stays out on the racetrack
Yeah.
to lead a lap. And you know, Rudy, like I said, this is such a big racetrack. I feel we could get 2 interviews. And how about let's get Cody Miller up here?
Go for it.
Cody Miller, got a copy, buddy?
Oh, what's going on?
Well, what's up, man? Well,
yeah.
go ahead.
What?
All right, I'll just speak. Well, you stayed out there to lead that lap, get a bonus point. But how's the track out there? How's the car?
I have no idea. I haven't practiced, so we're just figuring it out still. And I figured that since I was going so slow, I could stay out. Maybe we could stay up front a little bit more than we are.
Is the car able to turn left for you?
I have no idea. I haven't tried.
I mean, how have you not tried? You guys are on lap 13. I would assume you tried by now.
No, we just, I just haven't gone into a corner and turned left to the point to where I would be competitive yet. So, like, we're going to do that now and see what happens.
All right, well, we'll let you go. Hopefully, are you going to be pitting this lap or are you going to actually stay out?
No, we're staying out. It's
Oh,
gonna be a good
all right.
time.
Right on. Well, we'll see if you can at least be competitive or we'll see you in about 15th in a lap or so.
But this is this artificial sim racing though. That
Right.
it's
it
a
is.
game.
Yeah, video game.
Yeah,
What's it matter? It's a video game.
All right. Well, I'm not going to say good luck because you said there's no such thing as luck. Well,
Of
let's
course
just hope
not.
you don't die tonight.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right.
He wasn't
What?
on his A game there tonight for some reason. Huh?
Yeah, I know. He's a little out of it, but it's still unusual. It's still
Yeah.
like a normal Cody Miller. What you expect from him? You don't expect anything normal from him. So, well, he is gonna stay out, and he's gonna be the race leader. And Daniel Falkingham is gonna get one of his laps back.
Yeah,
so
good
he
deal.
will be one lap down, and that means Rudy. If another caution comes out, he will be the lucky dog. If nobody else goes a lap down in front of him.
Well, we're going to get another caution.
Oh, of
That's a
course.
given.
And to be honest with you, I have a feeling Cody Miller might cost it. I hate to say it.
Oh, smackdown.
Nah, he'll probably agree with me though. But yeah, Daniel Falkingham gets one of his last back, so maybe. Well, I know we're gonna get another caution, but we'll be back on the lead lap, be back in this thing. But yeah, you're right. Justin Lisby was the first one off pit road, so he will be on the outside on the front row with Zoltan in third, Marcus Richardson fourth, and Justin Gable having a good run so far. Same as Sean Williams. Sean Williams back to sixth. He started way back in the field. He's up
Yeah.
to the sixth spot. He's doing a very good job.
Yes,
And
he is.
another driver I look into the top two right now is Terrell Baker. Started back in the field. He's up to ninth. So great run for a couple of drivers right now.
How about Ariotti was involved in that first accident too, man?
Yeah.
Kyle drove that wall there in turn 2, and he's up to the 9th place or 10th, 9th or 10th there. So must have not did too much damage to the car.
All right.
Only one driver out of the race. Well, I don't know. Matt Hummel keeps blinking in and out, but Scott Ramler's the only one out. Everybody else still on the track.
All right, here we go back to the restart. We're going to be on lap 15. It is going to be 51 laps to go here at Pocono Raceway. Cody Miller decided to stay out. He would be your race leader. I would assume no, he doesn't take off right away. Wow, he does not take off at all. He would go green flag back in the air.
I think he
think
was
that-
a little scared to maybe spin the tires there, Joseph.
Well, that's just a comparison between old tires and new tires. Who
Yep.
gets the better restart? But yeah, Justin Lightsby is definitely going to clear Cody Miller because he's getting a good. Well, not quite there yet. Cody Miller right to the inside.
Contact!
Oh, he makes contact. Oh, we Lizaby in the wall.
Lizaby!
Now the big one happens. Lizaby hard into the outside wall. Sean Williams also involved. We got a couple other cars involved. Terrell Baker is involved. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, let's go back and take a look at that. Oh, Lizaby's going to be upset about this.
Rudy, did I call it or what?
Oh, yeah,
I had
you
a
did.
feeling Cody Miller was probably going to cause it.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of wiggled there going into turn one. Like, you know, well, with older tires, you know. He had 10 lap old tires, and these guys are on fresh tires.
By the way, Spencer Owens also involved as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to, let's see. Okay, right here, yeah, he kind of drifts up the hill. Looks like Lizaby kind of come down just a little, though.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Lizaby was just fine.
Yeah.
Look at that. Lizaby overcorrects it, pounds the outside wall, and look at Sean Williams, nowhere to go. I believe that was Taylor Fry that also got a piece of it as well. And then in the back, it looked like everybody was trying to check up, and that's when... Oh, and yeah, Terrell Baker spun out in front of the field as well. Thankfully, nobody else collects him. But yeah, Spencer Owens got turned while trying to avoid this crash. But, man, that's a tough break for Justin Lizaby.
Man, wow. Well, that gave Marcus Richardson the lead.
Man, that's a shame for Justin Lizaby. Probably going to be one of the cars that's going to go after win. And I tell you what, Justin Lizaby had a nasty crash. I mean, he went up in the air, too.
Yeah, Sean Williams hit him twice. He hit him once, and then while he was coming off of the wall and Lizaby was coming back down, Sean hit him again.
That's a tough break for Sean Williams, too, because he came from the backfield all the way up into the top 10, almost into the top 5, and just nowhere to go for him.
Well, I got to ask you, Joseph, what's going on out here? These guys don't drive like this. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing, what happened on that restart, Rudy, is that Cody Miller was on old tires compared to the drivers on new tires. When you're on old tires, the car is not going to go into turn one very well than to the guys on newer tires. So when Cody Miller went into turn one, his car just didn't have the handling. He's on those old tires. The car pushed up the racetrack, and it just got into Justin Lizaby. So it was all because of probably old tires.
I mean, we got 16 laps into this race, and we've already had 3 cautions. Holy smokes.
Well, I mean, that's just a tough break for Justin Lizaby, too. I mean, he had one of the fastest cars, and unfortunately, he just got taken out for somebody that had older tires. So, you know, it looked like he had the car to win last week as well in Martinsville until he got collected in a late race crash with Zoltan Herzeg as well, and now out 2 weeks in a row. So his return to Newark has not gone as planned as he thought.
Well, Daniel Falkingham gets back on the tail end of the lead lap as he gets the iRacing way by.
That's right. So Daniel Falkingham is back in this.
Yes.
And for those that tuned in late, Daniel Falkingham actually dropped out of the sim right at the drop of the green flag, and he had to register back in immediately. Thankfully, he had a caution on the first lap where he was only down a couple laps down, but now with these quick cautions, he's back on the lead lap, and hopefully maybe he could be in contention to go for the win. Well, let's see if we could get a word with Sean Williams because he was involved in that crash, see what he saw from his point of view. Sean Williams, got a copy, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
Well, you had a car on top of your windshield there. What happened? What did you see in front of you?
Cody stayed out, which I thought was funny at the time, and then it quickly became not funny.
We had a feeling that, and I told Rudy that I'm going to call this.
Wasn't we?
Oh, it was me, I should say. But I said to Rudy that I'm going to call it right now that Cody Miller is probably going to cause an accident. Sure enough, he did. And it was all because on those old tires, and he pushed up the racetrack right into Justin Lizaby. But just nowhere to go for you, huh?
Nah, I didn't expect that to happen. And then I saw them. I didn't see him make contact, but I saw Justin kind of like move up, so I figured. But yeah, there was nothing to do, nowhere to go. But you know, I think that's twice Cody's killed me this season. So what are teammates for, you know?
Yeah, what
No,
a teammate.
I'm kidding. It's all right. I mean, I'm locked into the chase with a win. It kind of sucks because I really like Pocono and it's pretty fun. But I usually seem to go airborne or something bad happens. But we're locked in, so I'm not gonna be too worried about it. It does kind of suck though.
Well, you started towards the back of the field and you got yourself up into the 6th spot before that wreck happened. So, what was the car like for you? What was the track conditions like?
Track's cold. It's flat out, and then after a couple laps, it starts getting kind of tight. And then I pitted under that first yellow, and I thought I was going to be at the back again. But when I saw I was starting up in the top 10, I was like, all right, well, let's just stay here and see what happens because it feels good. So, yeah, I was trying to do what I could, but just nowhere to go there in that wreck. So, I'm going to get fixed up and get as many points as I can, even though it doesn't, I'm locked in. So it doesn't really matter, but I like driving around, and so we're going to see what happens here.
All right, well, Sean, sorry about your result tonight. Hopefully you get that fixed up, get some more points, and hopefully best of luck to you next week out at Canadian Tire.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that race. Thank you.
Well, like he said there, he's already locked in. He's taken a positive outcome after the incident. You know, he's locked in, nothing to worry about, but still a bummer. You don't want to be taken out there, but it is what it is.
Well, Justin Lisenby takes his car behind the wall, so he joins Scott Ramler. Them two are the only two out of the race officially, but Sean Williams, Matt Hummel sitting on pit road getting damage fixed up. Claude Radman back out on the track in 26th, and he'll be picking up another position here from Justin Lisenby in another lap. So he's moving back into it.
How about before we go back green really quick, let's get a word with Daniel Falkiam now that he's back in this.
All right.
Daniel Falkiam, got a copy, bud?
Yes, I do.
Well, first off, what happened right at the drive green flag? You dropped out, and thankfully there was a caution on the first lap. So now that you're back on the lead lap here, do you think you have the car to get back up to the front and maybe go after this win tonight?
Yeah, well, I don't know what happened. Like, my iRacing just froze. Like, the sim froze for, 10 seconds or something, and then just kicked me out of the server. I don't know. I've had this problem. I've had this issue multiple times, and I don't know why, but, yeah, but luckily, everyone just is starting to wreck now, and we're back on the lead lap, and I feel like we can get up there as long as I don't get collected in a mess. I feel like we got a good car to try to get up there and challenge. I mean, Marcus is out front, so you know it's going to be hard there, and plus just the aero push was so bad here with almost like what's a one-lane racetrack. So we're going to try our best to get up there, but I feel like we definitely got a good car to see if we can go up there and challenge.
All right, well, best of luck to you. Hopefully we can see you drive through the front, and I think it'll be fun to watch you get up through the field and stuff. So we'll let you go, and you guys about to go back green. Good luck up there.
Thanks, Joseph.
Well, Marcus has opted to start on the outside, and I think that's a really good choice.
Yeah.
The reason being, if you start on the outside, the guy on the inside cannot pass you before the line. Now, if he was on the inside, the guy on the outside can actually jump that start and pass you before you get to the green flags. Here we go, back to green. Pace car makes that hard left turn, and Marcus Richardson on the lap pedal. Green, green, green. How about Jason Jacoby now up here, and Justin Gable?
Yeah, those two side by side right now. Justin Gable third, Jason Jacoby fourth, and yeah, Justin Gable does clear Jacoby for that third spot as they go into one. Now going to come off turn number 2. Look at the big momentum for Zoltan Herzeg. Coming down, he's going to be battling for the lead. Here we go, to the inside, down the back straightaway, and heading into the tunnel turn.
Oh, man, and battling side by side with Marcus. Marcus trying to keep him pinned down in the tunnel turn, but not threatening yet. Marcus with a little wiggle coming out of there, though.
Yeah, still side by side going into turn number 3. Zoltan on the inside, Marcus Richardson on the outside, and I believe Zoltan is going to clear Marcus coming off the corner, and not quite yet.
Not quite.
But he is going to lead that lap. They are still side by side down this long front straightaway, and they are side by side heading in the one.
Well, I've seen Ariotti hanging in there for a little while, but he's kind of drifted back a little bit, and it looks like Zoltan does clear Marcus. Wow.
Pretty close.
Phew.
And now Marcus Richardson looking back on the outside, and now Justin Gable is right there into the picture. How about Tommy Gossett getting by Jason Jacoby for the 4th spot? Here he is. He's got a fast car, and he's going to go for more for 3rd.
He's trying to make up for the ground that he lost there after that contact with Milad Radman, because he kind of went back, you know. And
how about the ground from last week at Martinsville? Man, he wants to rebound after that race. But look at this battle for the lead. Still side by side. Marcus is going to lead that time at the line on the outside lane. And doesn't look like Zoltan's putting much of a fight on the side draft in right now. Still early on, but Marcus Richardson does clear Zoltan for the lead.
Well, both of them excellent tire savers. But, you know, racing side by side like that, you're just grinding them tires up.
How about Nate Stewart up there into the picture? He's up to 7th right now, or 6th, I'm sorry. He's up to 6th. Doing good job. Whoa, look at, wow, Tommy Gossett, I'm sorry, just sends it right into the tunnel turn, and he clears Zoltan Hirschberg. What a move.
Wow, man, has he got a fast car or what?
And now look back at Nate Stewart now. He's trying to go into the top 5. He's underneath Jason Jacoby.
Contact into the wall!
Into the outside wall. And he's going to come back across the traffic.
Oh, my gosh.
And somehow, nobody collects him.
I can't believe that.
Smokes.
You talk about wreck avoidance.
Because, man, did he... Oh, my goodness. Bounced right back across the racetrack.
And we're going to ride along here with Nate Stewart on this and see, he takes a look to the inside of Jason Jacoby. Now going into turn 3, they're really close. He catches that yellow line a little bit. Jacoby, well, he gave him plenty of room. And just ever so slightly tapped him. But here's the thing, when he come back up onto the track, look how everybody missed him.
Look at everybody scramble just to avoid him. Oh my goodness gracious. How in the world did nobody collect him?
I don't know.
Especially Elijah Grassi and Caden Henry. I mean, those two actually split Nathan Stewart.
My gosh, I'm telling you. Well, that car is pretty well destroyed now. But hopefully he can get it on pit road. Maybe get get the optional fixed up, and oh man.
I tell you what, I mean, Nate Stewart's car bouncing across the racetrack, ricocheting back up, looked like a boomerang effect. You know, it looked like it just moves away from the top lane, and then it just comes right back up to the top lane after hitting the bottom lane. I mean, it was almost like that, but holy cow, I'm surprised nobody nailed them. That's probably the best wreck avoidance we've seen all season long.
Oh man, that was amazing. Now everybody's coming in. It looks like everybody's making it. Nobody's going to stay out this time.
But how about the drive for Tommy Gossett, though?
Femi Olat and James Coulibaly did a drive-through.
Well, James Coulibaly, I guess he was trying to lead that lap, but just Femi Olat just took that away from him. And Marcus Richardson does come off pit road first.
Yes, he does. Barely edging out Zoltan Hergzag. But Femi Olat going to get, I believe... No, he did not get credit for leading that lap yet.
Yeah, it was Marcus Richardson that did, but look, next time around, he'll be credited with that lap.
Femi's got some damage on it, but well, who do you want to talk to now?
Yeah, let's get a word with Nate Stewart.
Okay.
Nate Stewart, you got a copy, bud?
Unfortunately. I hope I'm not dead from that.
Yeah, you were driving up through the field. It was fun watching you getting up through the field. Well, what happened coming off turn number 3?
I mean, like you said, I was just cutting up through the field and trying to make headway to try to get to the front, especially after I was doing good with the damage I had. Then just coming off turn 3, I was coming up, and it looks like Jacoby just came down on me, and that caused that.
Well, we know that the damage is pretty significant, but I'm telling you what, we are shocked up here that nobody else collected you as well, because once we saw your car ricochet back up the racetrack, we thought it was going to be a bigger wreck than we thought. I mean, everybody scrambled all around to miss you. So were you surprised at all that nobody nailed you?
Yeah, I was pretty shocked. I was just holding the brake and hoping that I would try to stop, like 3 lanes below, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Credit to everyone. Credit to everyone that missed me and stuff. And I only have like 10 minutes total of damage, so I might just get back out there and putt around and I'm just ready to pack up and go to Mosport already.
All right. Well, sorry about your run tonight, but hopefully best of luck to you next week out in Canadian Tire.
All right, thanks, guys.
Well, Ryan Hammond said it the best in there. He says that at this rate, Malad Radman could get the rest of his damage fixed up on his car, and he could be back on the lead lap and battling for this win.
Yes, sir. Right now, I mean, he's on pit road. He's just coming off pit road right now, just trying to get all his damage fixed. But he is only 1 lap down, the only car lap down. So who knows? We could see him back on the lead lap, and that'd be good. Just try to get some more points, because I know that he's not going to be a contender for a win tonight, but try to get as many points as you can.
That's right. I mean, he's got a lot of the damage fixed up. Still got some more to go, but I mean, ours looking not too bad now.
And thankfully for Malad Radman, nothing to lose for him either, because he did win the season opener. He's locked into the playoffs, so nothing to lose for him. But you still, like Sean said earlier, still want to go out there and get as many points as you can.
Sure. Well, Femi does lead that lap, so now I'm kind of wondering if he's going to come to pit road, because they surely don't want to see him stay out there like that with old tires and with all that damage on his car. Could be another Cody Miller thing, you know? We don't want to see that happen again, so yeah, he's coming in.
And that would give Marcus Richardson back the race lead.
Yes, sir. Be Marcus Richardson, Zoltan Herczeg, Tommy Gossett, Justin Gable, Terrell Baker, Jason Jacoby, Ariotti, Caden Henry, John Barry, and Daniel Falkingham. That's your top 10. Wow, how things have changed.
For sure. I mean, what, Terrell Baker up at 5th, Justin Gable 4th, having a good run. Ariotti, we saw involved in that first crash, up there to 7th. Ken Henry and John Barry got themselves up to the top 10. And how about Daniel Falkingham up to 11th now?
Yeah,
or now 10th. I'm sorry, he's going to be 10th.
Yeah, he's sitting pretty good right now, and with a clean car too, because he hasn't been involved in anything, you know.
And hopefully it stays as a clean car.
That's right.
From what we've seen so far today, that's going to be a tough call to say if anybody's going to have a clean car by the time this race is over. But we shall see.
Well, Marcus Richardson's going to start on the outside again, and that's a good call. I mean, Marcus knows he knows what he's got to do to maintain that lead. But I'll tell you what, Zoltan Herczeg was putting the moves on him there and doing good. And Justin Gable, oh my gosh, look at this guy. Did not take a qualifying time, started 24th and running in the top 3. Holy smokes. He's feeling it today. He's got it. He's got this car.
Absolutely. Well, we are going to get back to the restart here, and we're going to have 39 laps to go when we get back to the restart. Marcus Richardson has chosen the outside lane for this restart with Zoltan Herczeg on the bottom. Tommy Gossett 3rd, Justin Gable 4th, and Terrell Baker rounds up the top 5. Here we go. The pace car is off, and we're waiting for Marcus Richardson to go. Yes, here we go. The green flag is back in the air.
And hello to Sienna. Sienna's in chat there. Hi, Sienna. Yeah, TCB's looking good.
It's always good to see.
6, they're pulling out. He had a spin earlier, but he didn't hit anything. You know, it was just a mild spin.
Well, look at this battle for the lead. Sorry, Rudy, but we have battle for the lead. How about Zoltan Herczeg now to the bottom on the inside of Marcus Richardson, and Tommy Gossett actually gave him that push.
Yeah, Tommy just kind of trying to make it. Which one? Oh, is he going to try and make it? Oh, he almost was looking like he was going to go 3 wide there, didn't he?
Yeah, but he thought better of it. I would do the same thing too. Probably too early for that, but they're still side by side for lead. We've seen these two drivers go at it several times already in this race, battling side by side for the lead. Zoltan's go. Wow! Look at the move. Marcus Richardson moved to the bottom lane. Underneath Zoltan Herzeg, side by side down the front straightaway and heading into one.
Yeah, it looked like Zoltan might have been doing a little blocking there, and Marcus kind of tricked him, you know. But Marcus retakes the lead.
Yeah, Marcus was having none of that right now. But now, Tommy Gossett third. How about Terrell Baker up to the fourth spot? He actually got around Jason Jacoby. So Terrell Baker looks like he's got a fast car early on.
Yes, sir. Riding right behind Tommy Gossett. Yeah, I'm impressed with Terrell's car today. Man, that car looks like it's hooked up pretty good.
Well, it's basically single file through the top 10, and now we got our first side-by-side battle in the top 10. It looks like Caden Henry and Tom Mercier are battling for the 8th spot right now. No, Tom Mercier is going to hang back behind Caden Henry.
Yep.
But, yeah, so far, now we got a battle for the 4th spot again. Here comes Jason Jacoby now underneath Terrell Baker. And behind them, look who's coming into the picture. How about Daniel Falkingham trying to make a move on Justin Gable?
Yep, he's getting back into it here. Like I said, he's got a clean car, and he does complete the pass on Gable.
Still side by side for that 4th spot. Jason Jacoby on the inside, Terrell Baker on the outside. Let's see who is going to have the advantage coming off turn number 3. And looks like Jason Jacoby will clear Terrell Baker. And here comes Daniel Falkingham underneath Terrell Baker to get into the top 5.
Oh,
and
Jacoby
look at the blocking Jason
him.
Jacoby does. And Daniel Falkingham is having none of it. They're going 3 wide into turn number 1.
And Daniel slides up in front of him.
He just put the slide job on Jason Jacoby and on Terrell Baker. So he did a 2-1 on the slide job there.
Nice.
What a move for Daniel Falkingham. He's got a fast car. I watch out for him now.
Oh, yeah. Now he's trying to run down them front 3 up there. And I think he's going to do it.
Yeah, not so fast. Here comes Tommy Gossett now underneath Zoltan Herzeg for that safe spot. He does clear Zoltan. And now let's see what Tommy Gossett can do. Look at the push that Zoltan is giving Tommy Gossett down this front straightaway to try to catch Marcus Richardson.
Yeah, and I think it worked too, that draft. Look at that, man. And Tommy Gossett going for the lead.
And man, look at that run he got into turn number 1. And he is going to clear Marcus.
He sent it right in there.
I mean, he just got by Marcus Richardson like a hot dog shot out of a bun.
I know it. He needs to be thanking Zoltan for that big push, but here comes Marcus right back.
But yeah, I was just going to say not so fast because here comes Marcus Richardson back. Wow, Tommy Gossett actually had to get out of the gas there. He was very tight through the tunnel turn. And here comes Zoltan Herzeg now for the race lead. Here comes Daniel Falkingham for 3rd.
My gosh, where's he getting the speed at? NASCAR's going to pull him into the pits here in a minute and say, we're going to strip that motor down. You got about 20 more horsepower than everybody else has got.
Yeah, but Daniel Falkingham still got to pass 2 tough competitors in this race so far because Zoltan Herzeg and Marcus Richardson has been strong. So we'll see what kind of car Daniel Falkingham has compared to these 2 guys. But right now, he's in the 3rd spot. Right now, looks like Marcus Richardson and Zoltan Herzeg still trying to go for this race lead. Not for now, because Marcus Richardson is now giving Zoltan Herzeg the push going into the tunnel turn.
Yeah, they're trying to get away from Daniel Falkingham at all costs right there. But Falkingham, man, he just closed right up on the back bumper there of Marcus, and he takes a look to the inside for a second.
Yeah, now here comes Daniel Falkingham to the inside. Marcus Richardson for that 2nd spot. Coming off turn number 3, side by side. Daniel Falkingham down low, Marcus Richardson up high, and while that's happening, Zoltan Herzeg is saying goodbye. I'm leaving you guys, and I'm just going to get away because I know Daniel Falkingham is probably fast.
Yeah, he knows he's got to get away from them guys. I don't know if he's going to be able to, though. Marcus is still in the draft. He can hold on to the draft, and down them long straightaways, he can actually close that gap right back up if he needs to. And with Falkingham right behind him, giving him a little push, those two could draft right back up to Zoltan in a heartbeat.
Well, these guys get through the tunnel turn just fine. It looks like they're still single file. You got the first 6 cars within the second half from each other, with Justin Gable leaving that pack behind. And then you got the battle for 7th on back. Well, not a battle anymore, but Terrell Baker does hold on to that 7th spot for now on Tom Mercia. But now look at this up front. Zoltan Herzeg is trying to break that draft from the guys behind him. And that's probably what we're going to see a lot towards the second half of the race.
Yep, half a second back to Marcus Richardson. If they get outside that 1 second mark, they're going to not feel the draft that much. So, Marcus is trying to hold on to the draft as much as he can here.
And I tell you what, Zoltan Herzeg's got a very fast car. But now, here, it looked like Daniel Falkingham took a peek underneath Marcus Richardson for just a second, but he thought better of it going into the turn. He's going to have to back off for now and hopefully maybe make another run.
Man, these guys, I'm telling you, that was some excitement there for a bit, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
We got a caution.
And now we got a caution. And it looks like...
Malad
Oh,
Radman.
yeah, back there. Yeah, Malad Radman again.
Oh, let's go see what happened here. He's already got damage on his car, and he's in a pack.
Oh, wow, very interesting incident, Rudy. It looked like something just broke.
Oh, man.
You'll see.
Maybe he blew a tire or something, because you can do that. I've heard of guys saying that. Oh, no, there was contact.
Where?
Coulibaly got into him.
Oh, really? I don't see Coulibaly at all on my screen.
Yeah, Coulibaly got into the back of him.
Okay, I thought somehow something broke or like something happened to Malad's steering or something happened to that car, because on my end, it didn't look like anybody was around him. But wow, that's okay. Well, now that I know what happened.
Well, I'm going to go here to another view. Let's see if we can get a little better view on it this time. Malad's running up here. Now you'll see, okay, it looks like Bobby Cheney comes up beside him, and he clears him. Malad's not very fast. Now going into the corner, Coulibaly, which has a pretty clean car, it looks like he just come out of the tunnel turn and just hit right on the back left corner of Malad's car.
Yeah, and man, he hit that inside wall pretty hard, so definitely some more damage he's going to have to fix. Well,
oh my gosh.
Here comes the guys down pit road here, and we still got 30 laps to go. I know it'll be around 27, 26 laps to go when they go back green.
Yeah, I don't know if Zoltan really wanted to see that caution right then if he was pulling away,
Oh, yeah, he was definitely pulling away. He was doing a very good job.
Well, who are you thinking about maybe talking to this time? What about maybe Zoltan or?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Marcus in here?
Well, let's see. These guys are still coming off pit road right now. Let's see who gets off pit road first. And it's gonna be close. Oh, who was that? I got out ahead of him. That was Marcus Richardson, barely too.
Wow.
Yeah, let's see if we could get a word with Zoltan Herzeg. He's got a good run so far. Zoltan, you got a copy, buddy?
There you go.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, that last run, you were battling pretty good. I mean, we've seen you battle with Marcus Richardson throughout most of this race, but towards the last couple of laps before that caution came out, you were pulling away. How strong is that car?
It feels pretty damn strong. I was trying to save my tire for the first couple laps on the restart. And then everybody was trying to race, so I was like, all right, let me just cool my tires, relax. And then I found my, once Marcus was passing Gossett, I was like, all right, that's my chance to try to grab the lead. And it was working out well. They weren't following me down the straightaways, which was helping.
How's the track out there, and how's the car handling?
It's really tight. The aero push is crazy in these things. You really have to compensate for it, and it's huge. But if it seems like if you don't smack the wall, you'll be fine in this race because there's so much straightaway just to catch up.
All right, well, you got a strong car. Maybe we'll see you in victory lane after the race, but best of luck to you.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
Yep, Marcus Richardson does reclaim the race lead, and I think we can also get a word in with him before we go back green. Marcus Richardson, got a copy, bud?
Hello.
Well, buddy, you got a pretty strong car, but you and Zoltan has had a fun battle for a few times throughout this race. How strong is the car, and how's the track out there for you?
Car's fine. I kept it clean so far. Track's tight. It's really just about drafting here, and I think if I'm behind someone the first 5 laps, you can kind of ride and save your stuff a little bit, because you don't have to push it through the corner. But if I'm leading, I haven't figured out how to discipline myself without burning off the right front, and then he gets back by me, so I got to figure it out.
All right, well, Marcus, it's been fun watching you and Zoltan and Tommy Gossett up there. We're definitely going to see some more great battles from you. Maybe we can see your car parked in victory lane, so good luck out there.
Yep, hopefully. Hopefully it stays green. Thanks.
Well, they can make it from here on fuel and tires, but
Yep.
it's going to be managing them tires. What's going to be the key here? Taking care of them and not get the battling too awful much. But the closer we get to the end of this race, the more battling we're going to see, the more they're going to wear them tires out.
I tell you what was a tough break from Live. I remember if he had another caution, he could get back on the lead lap. Well, unfortunately, we got no lucky dog under this caution because he was the cause of the caution.
Right.
So, unfortunately, he does not get back on the lead lap, but he's still lapped down. So maybe, hopefully, another caution comes out, he could get back on the lead lap and hopefully stays out of trouble for the rest of this race. But we got the 1-to-go signal, and we should be back on the restart on lap 39.
Well, I think he's just got so much damage right now, Joseph, that he's just not going to be competitive anymore. It's just try to pick up as many positions as he can right now. He may be able to pick up a couple more positions here. Taylor Fry is still on pit road, so he'll be passing Taylor here in a minute. And I don't know what's going on. Is Ariotti's on pit road too?
Yeah, Ariotti, remember, he was involved in that first race. He's just coming off pit road now, but remember, he was involved in that lap 1 wreck, but it didn't look like any damage was affecting his car. He was moved up through the field, but yeah, you're right, he's back on pit road.
Okay. Well, I know Bobby Chaney was involved in that 1 wreck there, and he does have, thought he had maybe he's got it fixed up. I thought he had a little bit of right front damage, but I guess he got it fixed up.
I tell you what, who's up into the picture in the top 5. How about John Berry just quietly getting up into the top 5? And Daniel Falkham, he dropped a couple of spots. He's back to 6. Maybe had a slow piss up there. Cody Miller's up there all of a sudden. So we got some new faces up here for this race only. How about Tom Mercier up on the outside in 4th?
I know it. That's awesome for Tom. All right, here we go. Back to green. Starting on lap 39. Pace car getting ready to make that hard left turn down pit road, and Marcus Richardson ready to hit the loud pedal. There goes the pace car.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. We're back underway here at Pocono.
Man, look at that behind them. 3 by 3 by 3.
Oh, yeah. This is unbelievable, man. Something is going to happen. I don't know. Cody Miller up the middle.
Oh, man. It is tight through there.
Oh,
and looking on the outside of that is Daniel Falkingham.
I know it. Daniel's probably cringing when he goes in there because, Cody was already involved in 1 wreck.
Oh, we
have a caution. Koulibaly again.
James Koulibaly.
And Malad Radman.
Oh, and Malad Radman. Is this payback?
Oh.
I mean, we saw those two. They were basically the cause
Yeah.
of that last caution. So was this payback?
Well, I don't know because Malad's actually ahead of Koulibaly. So I really don't know. I'm kind of
Well-
I'm bored here with Malad right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
it was he went after him.
Yeah, he did. Man, tempers are flying.
Uh,
And remember, Malad was already upset with Tommy Gossett earlier in this race, and now he's upset with James Koulibaly.
Yeah, I'm on board here, and yes, sir, he actually turned the wheel right into Koulibaly.
Wow.
Oh man.
And Rudy, yeah, I mean, what? Malad just came off pit road too.
I know it.
And he waited on James Koulibaly. Now, normally, Rudy, that will result in a race suspension. If Nork and John Barry goes through with seeing this incident, that is normally a one-race suspension. So it would not surprise me we see Malad parked for the next race.
Well, it doesn't matter because he's got the win and he's locked into the chase, or to the first round, I should say. Right?
But yeah,
he said? Yeah.
definitely for sure. But man, Rudy, I think the tempers are still not wearing off for some of these guys.
Yeah, because this is caution number 6. This is not like these guys to run like this. Not like them at all.
Well, let's see if we can get a word with James Koulibaly, get his side of the story.
Okie dokie. Good luck.
James Koulibaly, got a copy, bud?
Yeah.
Well, you've been involved in a couple incidents. Of course, a couple of them with Malad Raman, that's for sure. What happened over there, first off, coming off turn 2, and then what happened down the back straightaway?
Well, I mean, I respect Radman for being pissed, but you don't intentionally wreck somebody when somebody take you out accidentally. I mean, you guys saw me slide up.
Yeah, it looked like you were just coming off the tone turn, and you looked like you just slid
Got
up,
tight,
got into
yeah.
Malad there, and I guess Malad didn't take too kind of it. So how bad is the car after that?
About 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
What do you think? Well, obviously, it looks like you're going to get back out there, but is it down on horsepower or anything?
No, it's really not. But I'm kind of pissed at John Barry for penalizing me, and I get taken out like this. I really feel I don't deserve to be penalized when something like that's gonna happen, and I'm trying to get my points back from losing 20, and he just does that. So I'm not really happy right now.
If you don't mind asking, what was the penalty for?
For running into Ariotti at Martinsville, but he sat on the track for like 30 minutes, and I just didn't see him.
All right. Well, sorry about what happened, but just try to salvage a result out of it.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Wow. Tempers flying. That's for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't blame him for being upset. I mean, he did get into Malad Redmond under that last caution. He just got tight, turned
Right.
Malad, and then wasn't happy that Malad repaid the favor. So definitely understandable for that as well. And then I thought that John penalized him for something in this race, so that's why I thought I asked. But yeah, if you guys did watch last week's Martinsville race, we did have a couple penalties handed out, and James Koulibaly was one of the drivers that got penalized for running into a stopped car. Ariotti, when he was involved in one of the crashes, he couldn't get his car started, and 10 seconds later, James Koulibaly just came in and just slammed in the back of him. So, he's definitely understandably frustrated about the penalty last week, and then things just build up from this race as well. So, definitely, Rudy, we're not getting a lot of happy drivers. I thought we would get this last week.
I know. Well, it's like Poconoville. It's Martinville, it's Poconoville. Oh, this is unbelievable.
So we shall see if Malad Radman will receive a penalty after that incident, because it did look obvious that it was intentional. I mean, you cannot. How do you go down the straightaway and then hook it hard right? You know, that just does not happen. So
Well, he didn't really hook it hard right. It was just a slight little drift of the wheel, but he knew that, you know, there was a car out there. And,
yeah.
well, I don't really know. I mean, that's not for me to call or you to call.
Yep.
That's up to John. He's going to have to go back and review that. But, you know, we're not calling Malott out. I'm not calling James out. I'm not doing nothing like that. I just don't, you know, I don't want to get in the middle of that. I don't play the league politics. I just enjoy broadcasting the races, and, you know, we call what we see, and, you know, I'm not trying to point out anything to anybody. I'm not trying to call anybody out or make it look like he did it intentionally. But, I mean, it looked at us. We're not there to call that, you know.
By the way, Malai Redmond has pulled it behind the wall. He is out for the race, and Taylor Fry is out of the race as well. Yeah, strong run in the first part of the race, but all of a sudden he is out.
Well, Sean Williams and Nate Stewart back out on the track, so they'll be able to. I think there's enough laps left here. They can pick up those positions that Taylor Fry and Malad Radman are missing. So that'll move them up a couple more positions.
Well, we do have the one to go signal here this time around. It will be 22 laps to go once these guys go back green. And right now, Marcus Richardson still your race leader with Zoltan Herzeg on the outside. But I still watch out for Tommy Gossett as well, because he has a fast car. He's going to be watching those two battle it out. But it's been a fun battle to see Marcus Richardson and Zoltan Herzeg up there. And I'm still waiting for Daniel Falkingham to get back up there and battle with these guys, because I feel he's got something underneath the hood to compete with these guys.
I'll tell you what, I really like it that Tom Mercier now is in the top 4 here. I really like it. That guy right there is a hard driver. And a lot of times every week he gets caught up into something that's usually not his fault, or maybe it is, but, you know, usually it's not. And he doesn't finish well. And for him to have a great finisher tonight would really be cool.
Absolutely. By the way, the reason why Taylor Fry's out of the race, he blew an engine. So, tough break for him. Like I said, he had a good qualifying effort, started third, and he ran well in the first part of the race, but all of a sudden, he's out of the race. But here we go, Rudy. We're going to have 22 laps to go. And, yeah, Marcus Richardson has chosen the inside lane this time, with Zoltan Herzeg on the outside. Tommy Gossett third, Tom Mercier fourth, and John Berry rounds up the top 5. And here we go. Coming off turn number 3. 22 laps to go here at the Tricky Triangle. The pace car is going to pull off. Man, look at this restart line. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Green flag back in the air. How many lanes were there, Rudy?
Yeah, quite a few.
Wow,
we see them all battling.
Look at this pack now, Rudy.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. You talk about some hungry wolves, and boy, Koulibaly just drove it in there with that damaged car.
Oh, man, they are 3 wide for the 4th spot.
Oh, man, Falkingham right in the middle of that.
Man, look how close they are off the turn 1. And now a battle for the lead. Here comes Zoltan Herzeg on the inside.
And, you know, that's just what he wanted, too. He wants that clean air on that car right now.
And here comes Tommy Gossett also trying to make a move on Marcus Richardson. Zoltan goes for the lead. Here comes Tommy Gossett for the 2nd spot.
And he's been fast. He's been able to do that, but now they're on older tires now. A little bit older, you know, 9 laps on these tires.
Oh, man, looked like a little bit of block in there, but everybody gets out there fine. Here comes Daniel Falkingham now for the 3rd spot. And Falkingham restarted 8th. And look at that, in 1 lap, he's already going for 3rd, so he's got a fast car.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does. That's going to be the guy, I think, that's going to make the north move of the race right there. I think he's going to probably try for the win. You know Daniel. You know. Oh, man, did he get tight right there.
It looked like he touched that yellow line just a little bit, and if you touch that yellow line just a slight bit, that car will get out of shape. So he did a good job keeping control of that. So Tommy Gossett goes back up to 3rd. Here comes Jason Jacoby now underneath Daniel Falkingham for that 4th spot.
And Zoltan out front now pulling that. He gets out of the draft there, so Marcus can't draft with him, and he's trying to pull away. He's got almost a 3/10 lead over Marcus Richardson right now. Falkingham gets by Jacoby. Tom Mercier still hanging on in 6th. Cody Miller, 7th place for Cody. And look who's right behind him, John Barry.
Yeah, John Barry in 8th behind Cody Miller, Justin Gable 9th. Here we go. We got a side-by-side battle for that 10th spot. Never mind. Look up front. Side-by-side battle for that that 3rd spot now. Here comes Daniel Falkham now underneath Tommy Gossett. And Jason Jacoby's going to give Tommy Gossett the push, but Daniel Falkham
clears him.
Yes, he does. And behind them, here comes John Barry to make a move on Cody Miller for that 7th spot.
John's got some damage on the car, but so does Cody Miller, so they're probably about equal right now.
I'll tell you what, this battle for 3rd is not over yet. Here comes Tommy Gossett back underneath Daniel Falkingham. These two are going at it right now. But look at Tommy Gossett getting tight there. Oh, and Tom Mercier got on the wall behind them, and he's going to lose a couple spots. There is some great battling up here for that 3rd spot. Man, I'm surprised there was no wreck right there, because Daniel Falkingham almost got hooked by Jason Jacoby.
Oh, that would not be good. Boy, you want to talk about tempers flaring. Falkingham, he would still be complaining about that next week.
And here's the thing, Rudy. Going to a road course would not make the situation better for tempers.
No. Well, I'll tell you, we got a couple of road course drivers that are going to be excellent next week. Scott Ramler, of course, which tonight he did not fare well. If Justin Lisenby's there, I kind of expect him to be up there running. Keaton Jones is another good road course racer.
Aaron Smith also is a good road course racer as well.
But is he back racing?
Yeah. Shall see.
I thought he was going to be back in here tonight.
Who?
Aaron Smith. He was in TeamSpeak.
Aaron Smith is 13th right now.
What?
He's running 13th right now.
Wow, okay. Wow, I'm really with it. I must be getting blind or something.
Well, I'll tell you what, Femi Olat's also coming back through the field as well. He's just got up into the 8th spot, passing Tom Mercier. And, man, this so far, tell you what. Oh, here we go, 3 wide. How about Elijah Gracia making the move now?
Yeah.
Nope, he backed off. He thought better of it.
But he is going to get by Aaron Smith. Does get by Aaron Smith. So I don't know if Aaron may be having some difficulties tonight. At least he's got a better internet connection. He said he went to, where'd he go, to Caden's house or something?
Here we go for the, oh man, almost contact up there in front of the field. Jason Jacoby and Tommy Gossett. Tommy was trying to make a move underneath Jason Jacoby and almost got into the side of him. He had to back off a lot going into the tunnel turn. Nate Stewart, by the way, out of the race.
Yep. Well, I knew that was going to happen. Wasn't going to be long. He would just had so much damage on that car. Cody Miller, man, what a run for him today. 23rd to 6th place. And was even involved in that wreck there with Justin
Lisenby.
Justin Lisenby, yeah. Where Justin was totally trashed after that. So he's running excellent here today. Zoltan breaking way away from Marcus Richardson now. 3/4 of a second back to him.
Yeah, if we keep an eye on him down this front straightaway, he's been pulling that snake move, and, you know, the others are taking notice of that. They've been trying to follow his route, so here they come off turn number 3, and you're going to see that move right now. Zoltan is going to enter off the corner in 4, but no, he doesn't really do too much of that, honestly. There he goes. Now he tries to do it, and see how everybody else try to follow him?
Oh, yeah, trying to stay in that draft.
That's what you call the snake down a long straightaway. Here we go. Battle for the 8th spot. Femi Olat underneath John Barry. Femi Olat, remember he was involved in that first lap crash. And I don't think he's got the strongest car. I think that some of that damage is affecting the car. Definitely doesn't have too much speed, but enough speed where he can contend for a top 10 finish.
John Barry's actually running not bad here considering the damage he's got, but he came from 25th, did not qualify, And I don't know why he did. Well, I guess that like I said, that's his calling card. You know, he doesn't like to qualify at tracks like this and come from the back. See how the race is going to go at the beginning of the race, you know, and see if there's going to be a lot of cautions and work his way up, stay out of the wrecks. Not really a bad strategy.
Yeah, well, this battle's still going on for that 8th spot. Femi Olat trying to now make another move on John Barry. So far, just cannot get off the corner.
John gets that good run off the corners on that outside.
Absolutely.
Femi, he's not giving up, though. He's just going to keep trying. And he hooked him!
Oh, he hooks John Barry. John Barry, hang on, bud. Oh, is he going to get hit? He doesn't hit anything.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, let's go back and take a look at this. Let's get down here right nice and close, too. Going into the corner on John Barry. Now, Femi, he was trying to clear him right here, but it looked like coming out of turn 1, I guess this was. This is where Femi got really tight.
Man. I mean, just got turned down the straightaway. I honestly can't tell who's at fault. It's pretty close on whose fault it is, to be honest with you.
Well, John, he's staying pretty good right here. It looked like Femi.
No, I
don't know. They're getting ready to go into the tunnel turn here. You know, I was kind of I don't.
That's a tough call. That's a tough call on who's put the blame there, to be honest with you.
Really.
It didn't look like there was much movement at all. I mean, I know they were close to each other, but I really can't tell who was at fault there. Don't know if Femi just moved up just an inch up or John Barry moved down an inch, but end result, not good for John Barry, but he does a great job not hitting anything.
Yeah.
Just does a couple 360s, and he's still okay.
Let's ride along with Femi here real quick, because we got plenty of time. And let's just go nice and slow here. Now you see John on the outside right there. Femi's really close to that right or that left rear of John. John's up pretty close to the wall there. There's a whole wide track there for Femi to be, but
it was just a side draft that went wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, Femi was just trying to side draft John, and like I said, I just can't tell who was at fault, but it definitely was not intentional at all. It's just, it's just side drafting that went wrong. It's, and those two were already pretty close together. So just close racing that just went wrong.
Well, everybody's coming to pit road, which I kind of figured everybody would. We've got 12 to go. Yeah, new tires is going to be here now. Marcus Richardson.
I'm sorry, Tom Mercier way overshot his pit box. I think Daniel Falkham did a little bit of that as well.
Marcus Richardson's been really good coming off of pit road. Let's see if he beats Zoltan out this time.
No, he's not.
Zoltan gets it.
How about who's that came out in second? Wow, that was Marcus. Yeah.
Yeah. But James Coulibaly stays out. I think he wants to lead a lap here, and he's got so much damage on that car. Well, you know who I'd like to talk to?
Yeah.
Justin Gable.
Sounds good.
I'd like to talk to him and find out what's going on with him.
Let's see. Is he in here? I don't see him so far.
Huh. Okay. Guess we won't talk to Justin Gable then.
Maybe. I like to get a word with John Barry and see what happens.
Go for it.
John Barry got a copy?
He literally turn up and turn down the straight.
John Barry got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
All right, what happened over there down the back straightaway?
The free car wrecked me.
Just 3-car wrecked you, that's all you can say?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you race him hard, he just wrecks you. Like, I'm right up against the damn wall. I can't move, and I went ahead and looked at the replay. He turned up into me and turned me.
Yeah, the way we looked at the replay, it was just close racing. We just couldn't really tell who to put the blame there, but it did look like you did not have a lot of room on the outside lane. You were basically up against the wall, and Femi has the whole racetrack to himself on the bottom. So you're saying Femi just flat out turned you?
Oh yeah, he definitely could give me more room. He put me in a position where if I were to move at all, that he was going to turn me, and it would have been my fault because he's the various things since sliced bread. But no, I wouldn't look at the replay. I didn't even move. He turned me.
All right, well, thankfully you didn't hit anything, but you're going to be back through the field so far. Right now, it looked like you're back to 20th. Hopefully, we'll see if you could get back maybe into the top 15 or top 10, but good luck out there.
Yep, thank you.
Not happy.
No, he's not happy.
Is there anybody we have not talked to that isn't upset? I mean, here's the thing. Cody Miller, he was fine. He was just his typical self. And then Daniel Foggham sounded fine. But, man, Rudy, it seemed like everybody else that we've talked to just had some sort of issue with somebody.
Man, I'm telling you.
And, chat, guess what? We're going road course racing next week at Canadian Tire. And after that, we go to Talladega, the dual races. So, man, we got some tracks that we'll see if any more Tempers will be flying there. But, yeah, I mean, looking back at that incident, like I said, it looked like it was just close racing. But we obviously didn't see what happened prior to that incident. And he said that John and Femi would just race each other hard. And apparently, he said if you race Femi hard, he's just going to do something about it,
Oh,
so
okay.
So now James Coulibaly is lean, but we'll see if he does come down pit road. I think it would be smart for him to come down pit road.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to want to stay out in front of all these guys with new tires. Oh, that would be suicide.
He's not
going to
coming.
stay out. What?
Oh man, there's going to be some chaos on the restart if he does this.
Oh, no way. Obviously just doing it for track position here. Because he's probably not, he's not going to be fast. He's just going to, wow, man. Hope this ain't going to be like a Cody Miller deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, actually,
Yeah.
because we know Zoltan's have fast cars. Jason Jacoby, Marcus Richardson, Daniel Foggham, they hope they don't get involved in something. And
Man.
is the pace lights out? Did we got the one to go signal here?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we're going to have a restart with 9 laps to go. And remember, chat, these guys do have 3 attempts at a green, white, checkered. So
Right.
if we get another caution before the white flag, it is not over because we still have 3 attempts. You got to make it to the white flag to make this race official. So we shall see if there's going to be another caution or we would go green for the rest of the way. But right now, by what I'm seeing right now, I would not be surprised if we get another caution with James Coulibaly up there.
Yeah, I just don't even know what to think about that call that he just made there by staying out like that.
In my opinion, with the damaged race car, it's not a smart move. I mean, we saw what happened earlier. I mean, granted, Cody Miller didn't have damage to his car, but he had old tires. Well, this is James Coulibaly with old tires and a damaged car. So I'm not sure about this move. So we shall see if anybody can make it through turn 1, and hopefully James Coulibaly doesn't create anything that could involve the crash. So, but Rudy,
Zoltan probably holding his breath right now. He's saying, "Man, just please let me get clear of him.
Just let me get clear of him."
Yeah.
That's all he's all thinking about right now.
Well, I'm sure Coulibaly's not going to be very fast down this straightaway as they get ready to go green here.
Yep.
But he does have the command, the start. Okay, here we go. Pace car's in. Let's see what happens.
Green flag, green
Okay,
flag.
green is out. And he pulls right off of the track and
that's
lets
smart.
him go.
That's
Good
smart.
idea. That was the best thing he could have done.
But that helps Zoltan Herzeg to try to get a clear path going into turn number 1 here. And he does. No, Marcus Richardson's going to drive it into turn 1. And now they're side by side for the lead once again.
Oh, my gosh.
And this is
and
very
Coulibaly,
tight. Oh, Jason Jacoby almost threaded the needle 3 wide.
Buckingham. Oh, my. Oh, Buckingham gets hooked.
To the wall. And now a bigger crash. Femi Olat involved. Oh, Jason Jacoby. No, not Jason Jacoby. Femi Olat. I believe I saw Aaron Smith involved, Terrell Baker involved, the big one over into the tunnel turn.
Well, we're going to go back and check this out because Falkingham is up the middle here.
Oh, and it was Cody Lamas, not Aaron Smith, that got involved.
Okay, now they're battling it really hard right here. Who is that right behind Falkingham?
That was Tommy Gossett.
No.
Although,
Femi Alat.
although Femi turned right into Tommy Gossett.
Oh man. Okay, let's go back here and look at. Let's look at the Femi Alat contact there.
You know, actually, Rudy, it looked like Tommy Gossett more came down on Femi Alat than Femi Alat came up on him. So
Well,
I wonder.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what
know.
I'm kind of thinking. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he actually
come
did.
down.
Yep.
He did. Yeah, he came down on Femi Alat, and that's when Daniel Falcon was there, and Elijah Gracia gets a piece of it as
Oh, yeah.
well. And then look at behind them, Terrell Baker gets turned around, Femi Alat gets turned around, Cody Lamas is going to get a piece of this as well.
Good night.
Caden Henry also involved in the crash. Also Tom Mercier. And Scott Schur also got a piece of it as well.
I'm telling you, there's guys going out across the grass trying to miss all that. Unbelievable.
So, yeah, that was more on Tommy Gossett there.
Yep. Tommy Gossett's the one that got in the back of Falkingham.
Well, I mean, he came down in front of Femi Alat first,
Right.
and that turned Tommy Gossett into Daniel Falcam. So now, here's the thing, Rudy. This is not going to be a green-white checker because we have not hit 5 or less laps to go. So we still got another caution right here. Still got another restart before we actually go the distance.
I'll tell you, I have not seen these guys ever drive like this. Ever.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, I know this is coming down to the final laps, but even in the first half of the race, I mean, I haven't seen too much patience at all from some of these drivers. It's been kind of over-aggressive driving, in my opinion, for a track like this. I mean, it's a wide racetrack, and, you know, I mean, at times, you've heard these drivers, they said it gets tight after the first couple of laps and stuff, but it's just, there's been so many instances. I thought we were probably going to have just quite a lot of green flag runs tonight, but we have not seen much of that.
Well, I got to tell you a little story. I read something in the forum, or maybe it was on Facebook, a guy telling a story about how aggressive it's been in some of these races lately. And you know, they're trying to get to the bottom of why people are being so aggressive. And I think what it is, and this is just my opinion of it, okay, I think that the cars are so, you know, these Gen 6 cars with this new build are so fun to drive and so easy to drive, and there's a lot of grip, they're very fast, and guys are putting themselves in the positions that they never would have before because a lot of guys couldn't drive the cars as good as they can now.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
I mean, it could be that, but I mean, the only guys that would know is these guys out there on the racetrack and stuff. But I mean, it could be the case, but we just, like I said, just a little bit too many cautions than what I expected tonight here at Pocono. And again, this shocks me going back to Phoenix. How in the world did we go caution-free there?
I know. 150 laps at Phoenix and not a caution.
Yeah.
I know it is kind of odd, ain't it? Oh, Cody Lamas takes his car behind the wall. Femi Alat and Sean Williams on pit road. Matt Hummel still sitting on pit road. But a lot of good drivers out of this race today. Scott Ramler, Justin Lisenby, Taylor Fry, the professional backmarker, Malad Radman, Nate Stewart, and Cody Lamas. There's some good drivers in there. Well, Zoltan's ready to bring home the victory here today. He will, let's see, more than likely get the most laps led here. He's got 27 led right now. Marcus Richardson's got 21. But they're on new tires. Fairly new. Are you there, Joseph, or did you?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just, you know, just waiting for the
Chilling.
restart to come back. Yep. I mean, You know, it's nice to chill up in the booth. But you know what? I've noticed who's made this way up in the top 10. How about, yeah, you mentioned Bobby Chain. How about Spencer Owens up there? Man, we haven't mentioned a word about Spencer Owens.
I know it.
All race long. There he is up in 8th. And John Barry's got himself back in the top 10, so he's still looking at a top 10 finish. And Scott Stewart, I know he has a little bit of damage. He was involved in that incident a little bit, but we shall see how his car will perform. But we shall get the one to go single here, so we should get back to the restart with 4 laps to go.
Yeah, I seen Spencer Owens go down across the grass there in the corner and miss that whole ordeal right there. So he really, really lucked out. I mean, well, I would say there was a lot of skill in that because, you know, to take it down like that, taking a chance that somebody didn't come down, you know, took a chance on it, but some luck in it. But a lot of that was skill. Good job by him. Well, Zoltan's he is gonna start on the inside, and I really kind of thought he would start on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to restart on the bottom lane with Marcus Richardson on the outside, but, man, we'll just see how this goes. I mean, it seemed like Zoltan has just been good on both lanes on the restart, so, you know, honestly, probably wouldn't be shocking to me to see him on the bottom lane, but now, here's the thing, Rudy. How aggressive will this restart be? Especially, let's say, with Jason Jacoby. You got Tommy Gossett back there, Justin Gable. How aggressive are they going to be? Are they going to try to get a good enough restart where they can maybe make a 3-wide move? We shall see.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Get them going here, Joseph. This could be the final restart. Every time I say that, it's but
well,
it could be.
You can always have your hopes up, you know what I mean? But we shall see how this restart would go. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, first off, I do want to thank you guys again for tuning in tonight here on MaxSpeedTV to watch this Nordic iRacing Series event here at Pocono Raceway. But it's still not over yet. We still got 4 laps to go for the restart here. You got Zoltan Herzeg and Marcus Richardson, who's been the 2 strongest cars all race long, but don't count out the other guys yet, like Jason Jacoby, Tommy Gossett, Justin Gable, those guys back there. We shall see what they could do. But will this be the last restart? Will this be the last caution? We got to make it to the white flag. If not, we will go into green-white checker, and these guys have 3 attempts. Here we go. The green flag is back in the air. We're back on the way here at Pocono. And look, and Marcus Richardson dives into the bottom to try to clear Jason Jacoby. He's up to 2nd now. And it looks like Zoltan got a good restart.
He did. I think he was hoping to have a little bit more than that, but boy, he come right down across the nose of Marcus Richardson there.
Here comes Marcus Richardson with a run on the outside. Zoltan doesn't even try to block, and now we got a caution now. I don't know.
Tony Hilbrand's back
Tony Hilbrand's.
Oh no, what happened there? Good Lord. Well, I think this is going to put us into the first green-white checker, Joseph.
Yep. Yes, sir. First green-white checkered of the race, and now we take a look back at what happened to Tony Hilbrand's.
Yeah, now he is in one heck of a pack of cars right here in the middle of this. Everybody kind of bobbing and weaving around. Going into turn 1 out. Terrell Baker's right behind him. Somebody come down across the nose of him there. I think that was, who was that? The 70s. Oh, Terrell Baker got into the back of him.
Got in the back of him. And then it just sends Tony Hilbrand's up into the outside wall.
Oh, man. Well, Tom Mercier happened to slip by on the outside of that and did not even get a scrape on that. That was absolutely unbelievable because, you know, I mean, he could have came right up the hill into him. Great job by Tom Mercier by keeping out of that. Yep, that was the contact there between Terrell Baker, Tony Hilbrand. Well, first attempt at the green-white checkered here, Joseph. Oh, boy.
Yes, sir.
They get 3 of them.
Yep, we do got... This is going to be the first attempt at a green-white checkered here. But, man, this is... Man, I tell you what, Rudy, I'll be honest with you. I mean, these guys always provide great racing, but I'm kind of disappointed on how this race turned out. I mean, I don't expect these guys to be racing like this and with this many cautions on a big racetrack like this. But you did point out earlier on what a situation could be, but I mean, man, we're just seeing a lot of cautions than we expect.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is caution number 9. 9
Caution
cautions in 65 laps.
And it might not be over yet. Like I said, we gotta make it to the white flag lap to make this race official.
But we've had 17 lead changes. A lot of different leads out there taken. Zoltan looks like he is going to walk. He does definitely clinch the most laps led here. That 30 laps is our pole setter and has led to most laps. So he's going to get out of here with a whole bunch of points, I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately for Daniel Falkingham, I'm afraid Daniel is going to, or Zoltan's going to retake the point lead.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, Zoltan was only second in points, 8 points back. And remember, Zoltan won the pole as well, so that's another 3 bonus points. So definitely going to pull in a good gap ahead of Daniel Falkingham. Of course.
Daniel's still on pit road.
Of course, still got a few races left before the playoffs start, so still a lot can happen. But, yeah, just by looking at what this race turned out, Zoltan Herzog is going to come out on top of this. But he's got to survive for the next couple laps.
Well, now, Zoltan's got to win, so he's already locked into the chase. Now, what about Falkingham?
Yep, he got to win as well. Remember back at Kansas, he's got to win. But so those two still has nothing to lose, but you still want to gain as many valuable points as possible. But so it would still be a bummer either way, but still nothing to lose until the playoffs starts. Well, I tell you what, how about Spencer 0-6? Where did he come from? Because all of a sudden, he's into the picture. He could probably, hopefully, we'll see if he has enough to maybe get into that top 5, but he is going to restart 6th on the 3rd row.
And John Barry 3rd in points, now sitting back in 10th.
And where John Barry's at right now, he could close in on Daniel Falkingham as well, because John Barry did come into this race during the points 26 back. So maybe he can close in on some of that gap as well. Not sure on Zoltan, but sure on Daniel Falkingham.
Bobby Chaney now from 21st up to 8th. Looking good. Uh-oh. And I thought they were going to drive into the wall there for a second. Him and Elijah. All right, lights are still on. Wow, what the heck? They're not going green yet.
No, we still got the 2 to go signal here. And here's the thing. If we did not have green, white checkers, this would have been the white flag lap, and the race would have ended, and Zoltan Herzog would have gone to victory lane. However, now we got green, white checkers implemented this season, so we shall see if there's going to be a different outcome, maybe a different winner.
That was one thing I will have to say, that iRacing actually listened to what people have been saying for, gosh, how many years now, that we were praying for green, white, checkered, and they actually implemented it. And man, I'll tell you, that was one of the best things I think that they've implemented here in a long time. As far as, I don't mean cars and stuff like that. I mean as far as, rules and things that are put in place to help make better races. Because a green, white checker can completely change the winner. I mean, just you only got 2 laps there, green, white, checkered. And it can completely change the race. And how many times have we seen it already, Joseph? I'm sure you've seen it, because I've seen it already, where if it wouldn't have been for the green, white, checkered, some of them guys wouldn't have even been on the podium.
Yeah,
they would have been like sitting in 10th.
Yeah, absolutely right. So green, white checkers does change an outcome in a way, even if sometimes if it isn't just the winner itself, the winner could still be the same. But yeah, for the rest of the field, it could be a different result for them. But it's just the way how it goes. That's one of the rules for this season in Newark, and just have to live with it. But hopefully you can still get a good result out of it. But we are going to get the one to go signal here this time by, and this is going to be the first attempt at a green, white checker. So we shall see if Zoltan Herzog can get in there those fantastic restarts. We've seen him good on those restarts all day long. We'll see what happens here again.
Well, Tony Hilbrands is back out on the track. Falkingham is back out on the track, and they are staying on the lead lap. they're going to be at the tail end of the lead lap. Falkingham will be restarting 20th. Con Williams still in it, 21st position after that. And heavy damage. I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at this car. Oh my gosh, that thing looks like a modified modified car that's been modified.
Yeah, absolutely.
Golly, man. Well, here we go. First green-white checkered attempt. Oh, man.
And we shall see if they can make it to the white flag lap. Again, if these guys make it to the white flag, the race will be official. They race it back to the checkered flag. But we still got 2 more attempts after the green flag drops, if needed.
If needed, yep.
And then after that, hopefully don't have another caution, because then the race would be over.
Right. Well, this is it. Let's do it, guys. Let's get this green-white checkered out. And the guys are pumped up right now. I can see the excitement building in the cars right now. These guys are tightening up a little bit. Zoltan and Marcus. Pace car heads to pit road. Green. Good jump there by Zoltan.
Yeah, again, another good restart by Zoltan Herzog, but now side by side for that safe spot. Jason Jacoby now underneath Marcus Richardson, and that's what Zoltan wants to see in his rearview mirrors, those two side by side.
Yes, sir. But Marcus
and
gets clear of them.
Yeah, he does. And man, did this stack up a little bit behind them when Jason Jacoby had to get cleared. But now, I mean, look at the pack back then, but look at Marcus Richardson. He is not going to let Zoltan Herzog get away. Look at this down the back straightaway. And now look into the outside.
Man, yeah, well, I just don't think he's got anything for Zoltan right now. Zoltan he's out there in the clean air. And I'm telling you, these guys, I've heard guys, time and time again saying these cars, clean air is the key to them.
Trouble behind him. Terrell Baker around. The caution comes out before these guys get to the white flag. So we will have another restart. The caution does come out before the white flag drops. But there was a crash that actually got started with Spencer Owens. And it looked like him and Tommy Gossett was going to save it. But then everybody started checking up behind them. And a bigger crash happened. And I would keep an eye on Terrell Baker afterwards.
Oh, man. Tommy Gossett almost got into Bobby Cheney right there. Yeah, him and Spencer Owens side by side now, and he just drove up into Spencer. Oh my gosh. And Spencer trying to save it, but he gets and Terrell Baker.
Yep, and then Terrell Baker
got
actually into the side of Aaron Smith, and he goes hard into the wall. Somebody else behind him got turned, which I believe that's what really brought up the caution was Keen Jones that got turned around by Ariati. There you see Tommy Gossett going around.
Man, there was a pile of cars. That was almost a big one right there.
Scott Schuer also involved in that crash as well.
Good Lord.
So,
attempt number 2.
And man, was Zoltan so close getting to that white flag.
Yeah.
I think he had, I would say, another 50 yards to get to the white flag, and then the caution came out. And Zoltan's got to be like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yep.
Just another 50 yards, and that probably would have been it right there.
Well, folks, thank you again for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it very much. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video and subscribe if it's your first time here. You can check out our website for the full broadcast schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Go ahead there and like the page and follow in on all the iRacing news broadcasts that we do on MaxSpeedTV.
Oh, man. When you thought the race was over there. And for Zoltan, he thought it was all over there too. But just have to get in a restart. And Zoltan, he's been good on these restarts tonight, so he'll get a good takeoff. How about Bobby Cheney up into the top 5? Cody Miller 6th. John Berry back into the picture in 7th. Caden Henry 8th, Elijah Grassi in 9th, and Spencer Owens, after that fantastic save, he still hangs on into the top 10.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of unfortunate for Tommy Gossett because now he's going to be
Yeah.
at the back of the field with quite a bit of damage on his car.
And that's a tough break for him, too, because
Yeah.
he had a strong car, probably
Yes, he
a
did.
top 3 car, if not a win, a top 3 car, and he's unfortunately not going to get the result he wanted.
Yeah, I think eventually he probably, if he could have stayed where he was at there for the longest time, the way he was racing with Marcus Richardson, Jason Jacoby, and Zoltan, he might have pulled out a podium finisher tonight, but it's not going to happen now. Too bad.
So now that Jason Jacoby is again on the inside, is he? I know he didn't get the restart he wanted on that last restart. Was hoping to get a better restart so he can get on these Zoltan, make a run on them. What about this restart? Maybe he learned something from that last restart that he could apply to this restart.
Right.
And Justin Gable now back to 4th, Bobby Cheney 5th. When will those guys make the move? They're gonna have to make it because they know that Zoltan is fast out front.
Spencer in here?
Yes.
Grab him out. Let me talk to Spencer. Spencer Owens, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, you were pretty fast on, you got yourself up inside the top 10 here, and you kind of drifted back a little bit. What happened there?
On the restart, we got a really good restart. We went in turn 1, and I felt like I gave enough room, but apparently netcode and Iverson decided I didn't. So I basically netcoded off of Gable and killed the car. We gathered it back up, went into turn 3, and Tommy left reared me. I don't know if I didn't give him room or if he just straight up dumped me, but we saved it. He didn't, so I don't care anymore. I really don't care about what anybody does anymore.
I bet you everybody out there right now is going to be glad when tonight's over here at Pokenville.
Yeah, it's my home track. I love this place to death. I'll go here every race. So I love this place no matter what happens. So it sucks that nobody knows how to drive this track. It sucks that about this package. It just sucks here. So we'll just move on to Motorsport next week.
You know, Joseph and I were talking about earlier that you guys drove Phoenix 150 laps and had no caution. You guys go to Martinsville, caution after caution after caution. You come to Pocono, caution after caution after caution. What's going on? What happened after Phoenix?
Yeah, that's a big thing we've noticed here in North. I'm sorry. But like we go to tracks and you're expecting a ton of cautions, and you have green flag races like Atlanta and Phoenix. You come to easy tracks like Pocono, and you just wreck them up. So
yeah.
I don't know what's going on. People need to learn, be patient. I was patient all race, and now I'm destroyed. So
yeah,
see what happens on that.
Yeah. All right, brother. Well, thanks for talking with us, and good luck out there.
Yep, thank you, guys.
All right, attempt number 2, right? Yeah, number 2. Green, white, checkered.
I mean, hopefully this be the last caution. But they do get the one. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say Zoltan can't wait for this to be over.
I think anybody can't wait for this to be over.
Yeah. Going, really, guys? Come on, man. You can't make it around your 2 laps without wrecking. Oh, come on, you know. Well, now Marcus gets another shot at trying to get by Zoltan. And Jacoby sitting there. Justin Gable, I'm not going to count him out. He's had a fast car all day, too.
Yeah, absolutely. We shall, man, I tell you what, we shall see what he's got. Maybe a top 3 result, but he's in 4th. He's got to get around Jason Jacoby. And who knows? Maybe if Zoltan and Marcus Richardson get together, maybe see if he could capitalize on it. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The second attempt at a green-white checker here in Pocono. Hopefully we get around to the white flag and end this race. If not, we get a caution before the white flag. We will go into a 3rd and final green-white checkered. These guys are in turn 3 right now. Zoltan is going to be on the bottom lane with Marcus Richardson on your outside. And here we go. Off of turn number 3. The pace car is about to pull off. And let's see what kind of a good restart Zoltan Herzeg will get this time. And here we go. The green flag is back in there. And I tell you what, Marcus looked like he was just about to go. And he almost beat Zoltan there. And then he had to back off a little bit. Man, look at everybody behind them scrambling, just trying to find some opening to get a run.
Oh, and contact there with Cody Miller and Jason Jacoby.
Oh, man, that was very close. Side by side for the third spot. You got Justin Gable now to the outside. Here we go for the lead. Marcus Richardson right there with Zoltan Herzeg down the back straightaway, looking to the outside.
I'm allowed to get the white flag. Oh, my God.
Marcus had to get out of there. Crash behind him. That is Elijah Gracia in the crash. A caution comes out again, and we will have one last green-white checkered.
Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you, these guys can't even get 2 laps in. What the heck is going on?
Yeah, they were 3 wide back here with Aaron Smith on the bottom, with Tom Mercy on the outside, and then you have Elijah in the middle.
Yeah, he's in the middle here, and let's see. Should be okay. He come down into Aaron Smith a little bit there.
That, and also it looked like Aaron Smith was drifting up the racetrack a little bit too. So again, it was just close racing here in the tunnel turn. Not a lot of room to give in the tunnel turn, especially going 3 wide. And you know what? It looked like to me that Aaron Smith also clipped that yellow line as well, and it kind of sent his car up a little bit. But unfortunately, Elijah Gracia was just there. Elijah hits the outside wall pretty hard, and then he's going to come back down, hit the inside wall pretty good. So again, bad luck continues for Elijah Gracia.
You are right. Yeah, Aaron did catch that yellow line, and that kind of forced
here we
him
go,
out.
Rudy.
He come out
Elijah
into
Gracia. He doesn't look like he's very happy with Aaron Smith. He's actually going to go up to Aaron Smith right now.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, look, Aaron Smith trying to get away from him. Aaron Smith knows he's upset. And Elijah Gracia just blew up the engine.
Oh, my gosh.
And again, man, watch out, Aaron. Watch out, buddy. You might as well get back on the racetrack right now.
I'm telling you, these guys.
Look at these guys. And
oh, my God.
Okay, well, it looks like Aaron Smith is going to be fine now because Elijah Gracia has blown the motor. But again, for Elijah Gracia, that's just frustration there throughout this entire season. You know, he seems to be caught up in an incident every week. And I guess frustrations build up. He said it before that it's starting to get frustrating for him. You know, I'm tired of getting wrecked out of these races, and this is just another example again. But, man, poor Aaron Smith, he had to get away from him.
Wow.
And again, another tempers flaring right there. My goodness. I mean, we have seen a lot of tempers. This is probably more tempers tonight than we saw last week in Martinsville, believe it or not.
I know it.
Feels like it. Looks like it.
Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you, I can't believe it. Poconoville.
Because remember, we saw, earlier Malai Raman went after James Coulibaly.
Yeah.
Now we saw Elijah Gracia go after Aaron Smith.
Oh, my gosh.
My goodness. And then, of course, we have a few others that was just upset with one another. That they didn't really go after each other, but they were still upset about.
Unbelievable. These guys take this stuff way too serious, you know? I'm kind of with Cody Miller. It's a video game, you know?
Simulator.
It's a video game, too, you know?
Well, it's mainly a simulator. That's what they call it, right?
I know. They take it way too serious.
Oh, man.
These guys are friends, you know? I mean, he's old man.
Well, no, what is this term we hear in racing? You're friends off the racetrack, but when you get on the racetrack, you're not friends at all. You got to treat them as your enemies, and apparently that's what we're seeing applied tonight. And here's the thing, and next week they go to Canadian Tire, too. And in 2 weeks, Talladega, so hopefully these guys get it together for those races in the next couple of weeks, because, man, this is not the Nork we expect, especially at a big racetrack like this. And I don't think Zoltan and Marcus Richardson, they're in shock right now how this race turned out. They want this race over.
Well, this is it right here. Whenever we get the finally one to go here, then it's going to be two laps around here, green, then white,
Now,
then checkered. So.
But here's the thing as well. If a caution does come out again before the white flag, then that will be an actual caution that will actually end the race.
Right.
But if we do get to the white flag, then we race it out. No matter what happens, even if there's a wreck on the final lap, it will stay green. These guys will race to the checkered flag. But again, if a caution comes out before they get to the white flag, then this race will become official because they have used up all the green-white checkers. Elijah Gracia out of this race now.
Oh, man. Yep. Well, he blew the motor in it.
Yep.
Man, I'm telling you. We've seen some pretty hot tempers here today. I'm telling you. These guys, this is unbelievable. I never realized these guys would get that tore up over a simulator, a video game.
Well, some people does care and some people does not. Like, for example, Cody Miller.
Yeah.
Or Terrell Baker. He seems like
Yep.
one of those guys that doesn't really care either.
Yeah, we never did get Terrell up here for his yeehaw.
Well, let's
We
see
got
if we
time.
can
Let's-
get up.
yeah, let's get
let's
him.
get him up here right now. Terrell Baker got a copy, bud?
Oh, hello.
Well, let me tell you this. I think you're one of the only ones that's not really pissed off at anybody out on this racetrack tonight. Or we could be wrong. We could be wrong.
No, I'm pissed. No, sorry, I'm not. I'm not really mad at anybody, actually. Yeah, you're right. I guess you could say I'm mad at myself. I mean, I put myself in bad situations and got my car kind of destroyed, but I'm happy. I guess. I don't know. I kind of wish I was up front, but I'm happy.
Yeah, you're one of the only happy guys. But you're mad at yourself, so I guess that has to count.
Took one of them happy pills.
Yeah, apparently. Well, he's definitely overdosed on that for sure. Terrell, now we got one last restart. What are you gonna do to try to get around these guys and maybe hopefully survive just in case if another carnage happens?
Well, last restart, I passed like 4 cars before we even got to the start-finish line. But they all passed me back because I'm destroyed. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just lick the stamp and just smack it. You know, we're going to full send it, going down to turn 1. And we're going to do a full, going down to turn 1. You know what I'm saying, man? So
yeah, but don't wreck yourself doing it.
I've done that enough, trust me.
Well, you guys are about to go back green. We'll let you go, but let's see if you can maybe get by some more wrecked cars. Maybe somehow get in the top 10.
I'll try to, and shout out to my girlfriend watching, everybody watching.
All right.
Man, that guy's a trip.
We had to get him in before this race is over, and we'll
That's right.
definitely get him in some other time. But here we go, Rudy. This is it.
This is it. Get him going, Joseph.
All right. This is going to be the last restart and the last restart, I promise you. Here we go. For the restart off turn 3, the pace car pulls off, and Zoltan Herzog on the bottom. Marcus Richardson up high. Here we go. Green flag back in the air, and Zoltan Herzog once again gets another great restart. They're heading down the front straightaway right now into turn number 1. Jason Jacoby getting the pushing Marcus Richardson, I should say, heading into turn number 1.
And Marcus all over the back of him. Here comes Justin Gable.
Justin Gable down to the bottom. And I tell you what, that actually hurt Marcus Richardson's momentum there.
It did.
And that helped Zoltan Herzog. And here we go, down the back straightaway. Jason Jacoby pushing Marcus Richardson now. Justin Gable still on the inside, Jason Jacoby for 3rd.
Bobby Cheney sitting there in 5th place saying, man, guys, get it together here. Which lane you going in? Because I don't know which lane I'm going in here. And he
Here
looks
comes
to
Bobby
the inside
Cheney
of Gable.
for the 4th spot.
They
And
come
here we
around
go.
to take the white flag. Are they going to make it this time?
Yes, we do. We actually make it to the white flag. Final lap here in Pocono. And we got a crash behind him. Bobby Cheney hard into the inside wall.
No!
No caution, though. We have made the white flag. There is no caution. We race back to the checker flag. Coming off turn number 1 right now, Zoltan Herzeg's got a 3/10 of a second lead over Marcus Richardson. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Zoltan, Marcus Richardson, and Jason Jacoby into the top 3. They're heading into the tunnel turn right now. Zoltan Herzeg does a great job keeping the car on the bottom lane. Marcus Richardson gets loose off the corner, and that is definitely going to help Jason Jacoby get underneath Marcus Richardson for that second spot. And here we come in the turn number 3. Zoltan Herzeg, dominant car all day long. He got the restarts he's wanted. And here we go. Zoltan Herzeg will get the win here tonight here at Pocono Raceway.
And I believe Jason Jacoby got second.
And a big crash back there behind him. Horrible big crash. Several cars involved.
I think at this point, I don't think anybody cares back there right at the moment. You know what? Wow, man, I'm telling you, we never thought this race would get over tonight. Did you?
No, it is definitely over now. And Zoltan Herzeg gets the win. Jason Jacoby second. Marcus Richardson will finish up in third.
Very good. Well, let's get these guys down here and we'll talk to them in just a second. So stick around for the interviews here, folks. All right, well, we're going to start out with third place here, Marcus Richardson. Marcus, man, walk me through them last final laps.
Yeah, the track got really hot. There was nothing on the outside, so my best bet was to just get a really good restart and hope to be side by side with him, either going into one or coming off of one. And never really got to do that. I did it once, and then the caution came out, and then second time I had no grip in the corner, so it's about where I should have ran. Daniel might have been a little better than me, so I was just way too tight in the race and couldn't really figure it out.
I'll tell you what, man, we never thought that race was going to end. You know, you guys went through all 3 of the green-white checkers. I bet you guys were thinking, what the heck's going on out here? You know, everybody, just a lot of cautions here tonight. You know, we raced at, we talked about this earlier, we raced at Phoenix, went 150 laps and not one caution. We go to Martinsville, ton of cautions. We go to Pocono, ton of cautions. I don't know. What do you think the product of that is?
We're wide open, so
yeah.
But the green white checkers have kind of changed everything. I think there were 2 races this season that I would have won otherwise.
Right.
It just changes everything because you keep going in the race. You got to add more fuel for those extra laps if you have them. So.
True.
I don't know. It doesn't help that we're running basically wide open and can't get away from one another. So it adds a lot of different variables. But Zoltan's doing a pretty good job with it. So just got to keep up with it, I guess.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. He's been on a roll lately, man. I'll tell you what. Well, Marcus, it's good to see you back racing with the guys again, man. I kind of missed having you in the races. And see your, usually you're out there just dominating these races, but we're not seeing that domination out of you lately. What's going on?
Well, I wasn't on for 6 to 8 months, something like that. So I'm just learning as I go. I got on. There's a new tire. There's dirty air now, so I'm just trying to learn everything at the same time during the race. So. Not that bad. I feel like I've been pretty competitive. I would have won Texas if we didn't have those cautions. So I think I'm doing all right. I just gotta be better.
Yeah, I think you're doing fine. But I mean, I would just usually we see you out there just dominating these races. I'm used to seeing you do that.
I don't think anybody will really do that if we're this close to each other. They gotta have more follow.
All right, well, who you got to thank for your third place finish tonight, Marcus?
Well, thank everybody up front for the clean racing, you for broadcasting, and Joseph for being in the booth with you as well. Catch you later.
All right. Thank you, Marcus. All right, Joseph, you got second?
Yes, I got Jason Jacoby that comes home in second spot. Jason, tell us about your run out there, and you actually got by Marcus Richardson on the last lap, but tell us about your race overall.
Hey Joseph, I got pretty lucky, buddy. In typical Nork fashion, I put it in the wall again, and I tell you guys, Nork is the only league I will either self spin from the lead or put it in the wall. I mean, I think the fun atmosphere of this league really brings me to wreck the car, because sometimes it's more fun to wreck than finish in these things. I guess that's how it feels to me. So I hopefully we'll get a win soon. Nork is the only league I've run in iRacing I haven't got a win yet, and I've run close to a dozen leagues. So this is one that I'm really starting to want to check off here. But Joseph, that race there, I think it was a potential win if I didn't put it in the wall. I just had 37.5 seconds of damage that cost me some good speed, speed enough to keep up with Zoltan. Congrats to him. He did an awesome job again. And just want to say hey to your mom, Lombard mom out there, Joseph. Appreciate Joyce watching all these things, and appreciate everyone watching on MaxSpeedTV, my stream, my buddy Tommy Goss's stream. Can't thank my YouTube viewers enough, though, and everyone also cheering me on here on MaxSpeedTV.
Now, do we expect you to race out next week in Canadian Tire?
A good question, Joseph. You know me. I actually don't have any practice at the road courses, especially Canadian Tire, so I'm probably going to skip it. So I'm really glad you asked. I don't think I'll be here next Tuesday. But other than that, I love the ovals, and if we run Watkins Glen, I know that track decently, so I'll be here for that. But yeah, one thing I always forget to thank John Berry for the league. I really appreciate him. I put an application for the league. He accepted it. I appreciate him bringing me on board. And so thanks to John Berry for the league and all my great sponsors. And there's a few to thank. But number one, FEGPC.net. If you need a new PC, Jeff Ford at FEGPC.net sells them lower than anybody just to help people get into iRacing.
All right, well, Jason, good job on the second place tonight, and seemed like you already thanked everybody for today's race and stuff, but hopefully we'll see you back in North soon. Hopefully we'll see you at Talladega in a couple of weeks, but best of luck to you out there and the other races to come.
I appreciate it, Joseph. You and Rudy, everyone watching, you guys have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, well, I guess we're not going to get to talk to our winner here tonight, Zoltan, because he had to leave to go to work. So,
you win and go to work.
Yeah, you got to pay the bills. He was probably chomping at the bit to get this over with because he didn't want to be late for work. But we wish him congratulatory here for winning tonight at Pocono. I'm sure with the 3 green-white checkers, probably going to be pretty close to making him late for work, Joseph. I don't know. This really ran over a lot later, but I got to thank everybody for hanging with us. Man, we had a lot of people tuning in tonight, and I know there was a lot of cautions, and I know it was tough on you and I, Joseph, to get them going each and every time, and to try to find where the wrecks were and everything. But thank you so much. But let's see. Well, let's run down through the final result. Did you want to talk to Justin Gable?
Yeah, he's not in the team speak anymore, so I guess we could just finish off for the night.
Okay. All right, well, yeah, because he came in 4th place there. That was a pretty awesome run for him. All right, let's go down through the final results in here. All right, Zoltan Herzeg wins here tonight at Pocono with the 3 green-white checkers. Man, we never thought it was going to get over, but he finally got the win. Jason Jacoby passing up Marcus Richardson there on that last lap, coming to the checkered, and does get 2nd place. Marcus Richardson 3rd, Justin Gable 4th, Cody Miller with a 5th place finish, Caden Henry 6th, Tom Mercier 7th, John Berry 8th, Spencer Owens 9th, Aaron Smith rounds out the top 10. Joseph?
King Jones will end up 11th today. Ariati 12th. Terrell Baker 13th. Tommy Gossett 14th. Had a strong run early on. Thought he could be a top 3 contender. Got involved in a late race crash. He will end up 14th. James Colabali 15th. Scott Schuer 16th. Daniel Falkingham, the points leader coming into tonight, is definitely going to lose the points lead from Zoltan Herzeg, which Zoltan Herzeg, that helped him out get a good gap ahead of Daniel Falkham after this race. So Daniel Falkham, tough night for him, will end up 17th. Tony Hilbrands finishes 18th. He was the last car that finished on the lead lap. Then Bobby Chaney got turned on the final lap while trying to go for a top 5 spot. He ends up 19th, and Sean Williams will round up the top 20.
All right, Elijah Grassi at 21st, Cody Lamas 22nd, Femi Olat 23rd, Nate Stewart 24th, Malad Radman 25th, Taylor Fry 26th, Justin Lisenby 27th, Matt Hummel 28th, and Scott Rambler rounds out the field in 29th position. So again, congratulations to our winners, Zoltan Herzeg. Joseph, thank you for helping. Appreciate it very much. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.